Okay.
Now YouTube actually appears to have frozen completely.
Yeah, YouTube is lagging real bad. There we go.
Now YouTube actually appears to have frozen completely.
Oh, there's a lag.
Now we have audio. Ha ha ha.
Oh, so me writing a little note won't help. I was gonna write a little note. I should still write it just in case.
Yeah. All right. So
We're echoing really bad in the audio.
need to kill. That's muted. That's muted. That's muted. This is. What? Now you're not getting any audio? Oh, yeah, no. No, you wouldn't be. Because I muted it.
Is that backwards? Do I have to actually write it backwards?
No, you're fine. It's backwards on yours, but it projects straight.
You were slowed down there, Byron. So like
Oh, man. This is...
We're doing what for a short rest?
We're going to figure out audio.
We will return after short rest. Sorry, we're having tech issues. We'll return after short rest.
All right.
You could just prop it up on something.
Okay. Like let's talk to my screen. Okay. So
See, I'm the utility player.
Okay, so we got the echo now. We have audio.
The audio seems to still be going through, and it's coming in echoey still.
Ooh, that was a lot of echo.
You know what? I screwed up somewhere.
It almost sounds like the OBS, the desktop audio, is also going out. So like it's getting a feed, and then it's getting the broadcast audio as well. Like.
What about now? Now it's fine. Yeah, but like this, it's not getting the feed audio.
Play on Twitch.
Copy.
So now it should be good to go.
Are we good to go? Can we hear each other? Can you hear us as we're doing the stream?
Yes, I can hear you guys. I don't think I'm echoing.
No, you're good. Where's my summon?
Sounds good.
And the desktop audio is not interfering with the stream.
No, it sounds good.
Sweet.
Ah.
Yeah, you all sound good and clear now.
right.
All right.
Let's try this again. And I have no notes.
Neither do we.
That can be closed. That one. There we go. All right. Hello, and welcome to the first episode of The Rise of Nyarlathotep. And I would like to go through and introduce the cast for this next couple weeks that we're going to be playing this. Starting with Seth.
Hi, my name is Seth Camino. I'm a teacher from California, and I am playing Romax, the bard sorcerer of the group.
And Joey.
Hi, I'm Joey Guerrero. I'm going to be playing Leon Ares, the chronologist wizard.
And Gunther.
Hi, I'm Eric, playing Gunther. Gunther Grar. He is a druid barge Kalishtar. A Kalishtar druid barbarian. Not a barb.
Unless you want him to be.
Like Streisand?
Actually, that's what his rage looks like, is Streisand on South Park.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start getting into this. Just set those to the side. I keep hearing myself talk. I got to fix that later. So we're just going to go ahead and roll into this. We're going to start a little bit of background here. All the players are currently locked up in a prison cell as the cult has taken over their city. That's pretty much where we're going to pick up at. We did a little bit of background work before we actually got started. A couple weeks
What cult is that, Byron?
No, you're good. Everybody's pretty much geared up and ready to get started here and roll some dice. Hope you got all your hundreds and your ones out. So we can actually have a good game tonight. And with that being said, let's begin. So, all right, so scene opens up. You guys are currently sitting in your cell. You just recently found some items that weren't looted by the cult members. What do you want to do?
Just a point of exposition real quick. Do we want to talk about, like, have we already seen the castle in the sky and that's where the cults come from?
Good point. Like I said, I didn't grab my notes here. So there was a pretty much a break in the plane as a dark castle descended on to the continent of. I really wish I had my notes. Onto the continent of Dark Lands. So a cult has developed. Go ahead.
Do you want me to bring it? Do you want me to bring up what you typed out on the thing?
Let me see. Do I still? Here we go. So, in a medieval world, the peace was slowly breaking as the rise of a cult called All-in-One came to rise. After a large black portal appeared in the skies over Dragon's Lookout, a large castle floated down and perched on the edge of a cliff. With its strange, dark design came more cultists, warlocks, and sorcerers. The dark arts started to spread and joined with the powers. The dark arts started to spread over the land, and the worship of the world dragon slowly waned and became outlawed as all-in-one took over. Some people joined for power, and some seemed to be giving givers to all. All others out of fear. So some people joined the cult for power, others joined out of fear. Due to the people disappearing, or some people joined out of fear due to the disappearing and never seen again of many people in the surroundings. As the cult became stronger, portals became more fixed in town centers. Some towns only have one portal, others have up to 8, and variations in between. So that's a little bit of background on the world and the state of the world. Our characters that we're playing with today are going to be this is going to be our team of good characters. They're getting started here as as a group of rebels who didn't want to join the cult and refused to lay down. And so now, as we pick up, they've been tinkering around in the cell. Some of them found items, some of them found friends, but all of them pretty much have goals of not wanting to be there. And so, with the scene opening, what do we want to do?
My friends, I believe I had a dream about this very situation. Come close to me. Huddle up.
I come closer.
I'm
What is
there.
it, friend?
Now all we have to do is wait. We will eventually become large enough so that we can crack this shell. Possibly even eat it.
That might be a good plan, but perhaps we should try something a little quicker.
Or was that a dream of an axe beak I had last night? That could have been an axe beak dream.
It
I'm
sounds
sorry.
like it. I don't know. I don't know how growing would get us out of this. What about your friend that you just acquired?
Draco? At this point, I look at an invisible spot on my shoulder, and I telepathically say to the fairy dragon that's sitting on my shoulder, Draco, do you know how to get out of the cell?
Draco looks at you and he really doesn't have a clue. He's only been here a little longer than you guys, is what he communicates back to you. He's slightly confused and he's a little bit too large to get out of the bars.
I'm going to approach the bars, if I may. And if I look around, do I see any guards? Are there people patrolling? Are we alone in this cell?
Make a perception check.
Can I look up and help him with this check? I'm going to cast Guidance as a cantrip to give him an extra D4 on the roll.
All right.
Oh, that's a natural 20. So that's 30. Off to a good start. Because my
First roll of the game!
Yeah, my
Those
perception
were good.
plus 7, plus that 3, that's going to be 30. So.
All right, so as you look through the walls into the next town, as you look up and down the halls, you see the feet of one guard down to one side. There's a table in front of you with a couple items on it. There's a drawer on the table, and you see stone
Can
walls.
can I shout to the guard like, hey guard, how can we get out of here?
I don't know if they're going
The
to
guard
be too
shouts
cooperative with
back.
that question.
If you didn't want to be in here, you should have just joined us.
See, therein lies the problem, my friends. They're doing evil. And thereby, we don't want to join, so I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. All right, boys. I think they're going to be no help.
Well, they have to have keys. Shouldn't we convince them to open this door?
I mean, I can get myself out of this cell, but I don't want to leave you behind unless I have a plan.
Getting out of it. This cell is merely a resting place. Point of order. Could you please describe how big this room is, what the walls are made of? Is there a window?
All right. So,
Do I need to roll a perception for that? I will.
no, I'm not going to make you roll a perception for the room you've been living in for about a week.
Okay.
That
So
answers my next
essentially-
question. How long have I been in here? Thank you.
Yes, you've been in prison for about a week. Let's see. So,
Which, why he's looking that up, did anyone else physically, because last week he texted us on Discord that we were all in this prison cell and he had us do some perception checks. Since then, did anyone feel like they were in an actual cell because we couldn't do anything for this long?
Totally. Just waiting, just
Yeah,
got
Definitely.
a little taste, like digital roll and sit there.
Okay, so what does this room look like that I've been dying to find out?
all right, you are in a square room. It does not have any windows. It has two sconces with burning magical candles on each wall. It's I wouldn't say low light, more like a medium light room. There's a bar door, as described earlier, and there is the three of you gentlemen and two others. There's a halfling male and a drow male.
In our cell?
Yes.
And our discussions are taking place to the corner of the cell, quietly away from these strangers, right? That's our intention.
Okay.
As best as possible. Anyways, I mean, I'm sure the cell isn't exactly the largest.
Yeah, it sells about 5 by 5.
Oh,
Oh, so like a really expensive apartment in New York.
that's a 5 by 5. That's a 5-person tent, guys. So I'm now very curious about these two dudes, the halfling and the drow. Are they talking? What are they doing?
The halfling is currently just staring at you guys as Romax just was yelling down the hallway to the guard. And the halfling was just kind of chuckling to himself, and the drow is just sitting there asleep.
So do you two have any plans, or do you just intend to waste here until you rot?
The halfling looks over at you and says, "If I could get out of here, you think I'll be sitting around? You guys are the lucky ones. I've been here for 2 weeks and I haven't found anything."
I telepathically talk to him. How did you come to be here?
To the halfling?
Yes.
The halfling stops and he's looking around the room. He's like, "Really?" And he just kind of thinks to himself, "How are you talking in my mind?"
Okay. Reluctantly, Gunther goes, and he gives him spends an action and gives him the power to telepathically speak back to me. Talking is boring and stupid. How did you come to be here?
Well, they came to my house, they burned stuff down. Then it was the option of either join or get locked up. I wasn't a big person, going around town, burning down and killing my friends and such. So I chose to be locked up, which now I'm starting to think it was a short end of the stick.
What did you do before you got locked up? What did you do on the outside?
I was a weapons maker.
Did you say that, by the way, or think it?
I'm saying it.
Okay. Because he was telepathically talking. Just saying. But how did you? What were you? So I'm gonna think to him. And what is it you were doing? I'm gonna say to you, Miramax, good question. And then I'm gonna think to the halfling. And what were you doing before they came to get you?
Before they came to get me, I was sleeping.
No, little man, for a living. What was your profession?
I was a weapons maker, specialized in bows and arrows.
Perhaps we can get you some material components. What do you know of this drow?
He doesn't do much. He sits there, he sleeps, and he's kind of grumpy.
How long has he been here?
He came a few days after me.
So I turn around and I think to both of you everything he just said. This drow's been here for a shorter time than him, and this man made weapons.
All right, so while
His house burned down and he
this
didn't join.
telepathic conversation, though, I wanted to look out at the table. Just didn't want to interrupt. You said there were some things on the table. What can we tell what it is that is on this table? Anybody?
Roll a perception.
That is a natural 1 plus 5.
You don't see shit.
I see a table.
Did I with my 30 though? Like, I mean, well, okay, so yeah, you over there.
With your 30, you would have seen a partially burnt candle, what looks like some partially eating food. Let's see. So there was a drawer and some parchment and writing material.
Nothing resembling a key.
No, we gotta get the guard over here for that one.
So I'm gonna think to this little man. Do you remember any of the layout of this prison? And what's the fastest way out of here, or to a portal? And then I'm gonna say out loud, as a matter of fact, do any of us remember this layout? And do we remember this layout?
Make a intelligence check.
Is that for all of us?
Yes.
What would that be?
24.
16.
I rolled a 9. Let me see what I get to that.
I got a 19 plus 5.
Got a 15 plus 1.
You said investigation?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Oh, so that's gonna be 11 total.
All right. So you do remember walking into a cave, and then you remember turning a corner, and pretty much you're in a hole.
And I'm gonna think to this little halfling. I remember a cave and a corner and turning the corner and then this hole. What do you remember?
I remember that I was drug into this dark hole, and it felt like they were dragging me forever. Took quite a while, and then there was a rush of air, and next thing I know, they were tossing me in here.
Would you say that quite a while was hours or days?
It was probably hours.
Less than or more than an hour, friend. It's important.
More than one, less than 3.
So about 2.
Brilliant, the bug does math.
I didn't even need to roll for that one.
Now I'm super interested in this Drow's perspective and his story. But first, Master Halfling, thank you for your information. My name is Gunther Grar. This is my traveling companion, Mr. Miromax, and Mr. Leon Aries. And then you guys just know to do that when I point to you, because you know I'm thinking.
At this point, yes.
Alright, so I think I have a plan to get us out of here, but for this to work, I need eyes on the key. If I can at least get eyes on the key, I can get us out of here.
And then I'm gonna think to you, Master Leon, I can travel on the wind. These bars are not keeping us here, nor is finding a key. I want to know more about these people.
Do you have a way to get all of us out, though?
I could, of course, retrieve the key and bring it back to let you out. Or I could simply destroy the gate. Which would you prefer?
A quieter method would be preferred. I don't feel like being swarmed right now.
By the way, do we know if, like, any of these walls lead outside? Or is it like, is there a way I could roll a check for that? Like listening to the things and see if I hear any movement, or if is it like a stone wall? Is it a brick wall? Is it stone on the floor? Stone is very important to something.
It's like a stone, like a rough hewn cave.
Okay, and then where is the prison? Like the door connected to the stone wall?
Looks like an opening between 2 walls, and then there's the door.
Do we have any idea where they might have taken anything they would have taken from us? My spellbook and wand, perhaps, on the way out.
A sprig of mistletoe would be lovely.
No. They took you guys to one area, and goods were just gone.
Well, it looks like we have some questions for the guard, then.
So, I'm hoping to use find where the gates, like its pick point, and like if this is the gate, it's gonna have a hinge or something, or a pick point in the wall. I'm looking for a spot of stone I can cast Stone Shape on.
Okay.
Do I have to investigate or perceive that, or can I feel around the gate until I find a spot where there's hinges or something?
I'll say roll investigation.
I got a 9 on the dice plus 2. That's another 11.
So as you approach the gate, you look a little bit closer at the gate. And you can see where the gate is definitely an add-on. And so this cave has probably been here longer than the gate. And you just see where there are spikes driven through the gate into the wall. And there's about 3 of them on each side.
And if I remove the connection between these spikes and the stone on one of these spikes, is that going to be enough for us to squeeze through?
I would say no, because you have to articulate it, because the wall's like this and the gates in between, and so there's spikes here on the gate and there's spikes here on the gate holding it to the wall.
Am I able to communicate with you telepathically right now, Gunther?
Yes, I simply give that to you.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that by this time, all this time traveling we would have a signal to make that connection.
Yes.
So when it's needed, just a quick little hand gesture. So are we worried about getting these other ones out of here? Or are we just worried about getting us out of here so we can continue on our journey?
Well, they're here for the same reason we are, my friends.
We don't know.
And,
sorry. In your mind, I can't hear you.
Don't you have telepathy too, though?
Well, yeah, but can we make this a 3-way call?
I mean, 3-ways are always more fun. Yeah.
Is there a hand gesture that you can do that like signals like we're all going in our mind?
I'm doing this. I'm touching my head.
But I mean, like that you in game, you know. When...
Right. I'm thinking something. I was just thinking just a quick little connect here. You know, a little hand gesture.
Mm-hmm. But essentially, okay. According to what this means, and I could roll. I have not, used any sort of insight to find out if he's lying or not. But this man, this halfling, he refused the cults just like we did. That's why he says he's locked up here.
Have you communicated with the drow yet?
And he makes weapons. None of you make weapons.
Well, just because
have you tried communicating with the drow yet?
That's what I've. Let's do that.
I walk over. I'm gonna kind of scooch him around.
Before you do that, is the drow really sleeping? Let's check out to see if the drow is really sleeping. And can I do an insight check, even though that's not my forte, on the halfling and if he was telling the truth? Oh wait, no, it's +5. I actually am good at insight. I thought it was intelligence. So can I do a halfling check? Can I do an insight check on the halfling?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check to see if the drow is really sleeping?
It's a 5 + 5. It's a 10.
He seems on a level.
He seems fine to me. This halfling said it.
He is
okay. Then can we?
Yeah, I wanted to see if he was actually sleeping or not. He said he was sleeping, right?
Yeah. But he could just be listening like those drow do.
Hey, what are you saying?
Roll?
Me, you're an excellent listener.
I rolled a 7.
Well, yeah.
Keep forgetting that I have guidance and I should be giving myself guidance, but it wouldn't have mattered in that case.
As you peer closer to him, you hear a...
He's an incredibly good actor.
Unless he's got some kind of telepathy, he won't be hearing 90% of this anyways.
Should we scooch him around and wake him up? He's clearly been sleeping for a while. He's got his long rest in.
Well, I mean, worst comes to worst, he could always go back to sleep if we need to discuss something with him.
All right, up we go. And I'm gonna like kick his kind of feet down and kind of sit him up so he's like sitting in them.
Well, before we do this,
Oh,
wait, I was gonna say, do we know if we even can communicate with them? I mean, we've been in here with them for a week, but you have your telepathy, so you can communicate with anyone. Go ahead, kick him.
Yes.
I mean,
me.
it's not like kick
No,
him, but I want to like swing his legs around, sit next to him, Laurel and Hardy style.
I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna speak inside of his mind first and see if that helps. My friends, can you wake up and speak with us, please?
I can cast
What?
light on his pillow.
Hey, what the you want, man? I'm resting.
My friend, do you want to stay in this prison cell? If so, we will leave you to rest.
Doesn't matter. Somewhere to sleep and they feed me.
How is it that you came to be here?
I don't like to listen to people, and I'm not joining no bloody cult.
What is it you were doing before the castle appeared in the sky and this cult took over the land? And I don't know why I'm speaking with an English accent.
And mostly minding my business and making jewelry.
Pray tell, what kind of jewelry, my friend? Which I'll say out loud.
Yeah, mostly, trinkets, a little bit of exquisite stuff. Anything people had the coin for,
And what about something that could get us out of this cell?
I've not really thought about it. I've been kind of happy where I'm at. It's not the best, but I mean, I don't know. But they've been dragging people off, so I don't know. It might be a good idea.
You said this part was out loud, right?
Yeah, this part's out.
Did he wake up? So when you spoke to him in his mind, is he like screaming or like what's?
I did not give him the power to speak with his mind. I'm only speaking to him.
So are you
So how do
happy
you hear
here,
him?
or are you complacent? Because
What was
you've been here. So are you happy here, or are you just complacent?
I would say complacent.
Wouldn't you rather be happy?
That's a subjective term.
Now who's talking like a cult?
Well, he doesn't seem to have much interest in getting out here.
I am curious, my friend. What do you remember of them bringing you to this room?
Well, I was blindfolded, but I do remember walking down a rush of wind, maybe a turn or two, and then I was here. They took the blindfold off, and it's this little ugly muglet here.
Sir, what's your name?
We'll get back to.
What?
Go ahead.
His question first. I like it better.
Do you have any family or anyone you need to get back to? A drive to get out of here?
No family, just been me.
And other than making weapons, do you have any other skills that might be useful?
Other than making jewelry, I'm good at a lot of things. I'm mostly focused on jewelry, though.
One second. So I'm going to communicate to everyone in my mind. So this trinket that I found while we were here, do you think that he could identify it? Should I ask him to do that for maybe passage if we escape?
Sorry, what was your question?
Should we ask this jewelry maker to identify possibly the bracelet that I found? It might hold the way out.
I will ask this drow a question. Master Jewelry Maker, would you be familiar with magical items or powers that might be imbued in a trinket? Will this be your forte, or do you just craft them, as it were?
Yes, and you can call me Donovan, but I'm very familiar with magical items.
Donovan the Drow, you sure you don't want to work for the circus?
Not so much for show.
Just for fun. That's my kind of drow.
What was our halfling associate's name again?
We didn't get it.
We
I can ask.
Okay. I'll just ask him out loud for his name.
Oh wait, no, I introduced us. Why did he say his name? Rude.
See, that's why I thought we had it. Excuse me, and what is your name, sir? Halfling, sir.
I go by Godfrey the Weaponsmith.
All right. Oh, Godfrey. I feel like you might prove quite useful to us at some point. Right now, though, we need to work on getting out of here and doing so without getting killed in the process.
Is the floor, this is going to sound like a weird question, but it's important. Is the floor one piece of stone that passes the bars?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to touch the floor, cast Meld into Stone, a 3rd level spell. I knew I had it. And I am going to sink into this piece of stone and come out on the other side of the bars.
Okay.
Oh, let me mark off my spell slot.
could have done this the whole time.
Yeah, I told you this was not a cell. You know, merely relaxing here until we are full health.
How far away would you say that guard is? Just so we can see his feet, right?
Yes, so he's basically down the hall, and you just see the edge of his feet around a corner.
Now, are his feet like kicked out, almost like he's laid back?
Yes, kind of like he's sitting in a chair.
Yeah. I'd you say about how many feet away?
Probably about 30, 40-ish.
Okay.
So
I'd like to cast Misty Step, which will allow me to go teleport up to 30 feet that I can see. And I'm going to get as close to that guard as possible.
now that I'm on the other side of the cell, can I do a perception check to see what's in this room and what's on that desk and what's in the drawer? And I can do I could do a stealth check if you like, but I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace if that's what I'm gonna do.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Okay. All right. So we have one doing Misty Step to appear as close as he can to the guard. Are you trying that you can see?
Oh, I was gonna do something before I cast Misty Step. I jumped the gun on that one. I do one thing first.
Okay.
All right. So I am actually going to cast Polymorph. However, I'm going to cast it into an arcane abeyance. So as I release this spell, in the very last step of the spell, it turns into a ball of a silverish gray matter. And I'm going to hand it to me. When you're ready, you can use an action to activate that and cast Polymorph with you as the caster. You can get out of the cell as soon as you're ready. Now I'm ready to Misty Step.
I'd like to give them bardic inspiration. A little. They know what they're doing. I'm just gonna stand here and entertain for now.
What die is your?
It's a D8 right now.
A D8. All right. Let me find. This one's really shiny. I'm gonna use this for my inspiration die.
Fantastic.
It's a D8, you said?
Shiny. Correct, a D8.
It's not. It's the one that looks like two pyramids fucking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ass to ass.
Yeah.
the
I
glass.
meant
That was
to
a
say
dun-
right?
That was a Dungeons and Daddies quote.
Oh, was it? And I missed that one. I didn't catch it.
It's the one that looks like two pyramids fucking.
But it's not. If they were, never mind. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
They are. It's just an awkward position. That's all.
Sure. There you
Anywho,
go. Me and the ladder.
So
Enjoy, boys.
I'm jumping back into the game. I'm going to think to Leon. Leon, before we take care of that, first things first, let's check this room. So I want to see, are there other people in cells? What's on the table? What's in the drawer? I want to be as sneaky as possible. So what check do you want me to roll first?
That's in the
And
box.
If you're going to,
I can cast pass without trace on all of us to give us a +10 to our stealthing. I would just go ahead and do that.
All right.
Sorry, I thought we were doing this. I was getting ready to jump the gun there. But you can still hold on to that Arcane Abeyance. I believe it lasts for about an hour. Let me double check that for you. Arcane Abeyance. The duration. Oh yeah, bead for 1 hour. So yes. So for the next hour, you have that bead. You can cast Polymorph, and then you'll be the one holding concentration.
BT Dub, does Bardic Inspiration work on every check, or do I choose it? Or is it the next one?
It's you get to choose when you throw it.
Yes. And
Okay.
You just have 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay.
It can be added after seeing the roll, but before hearing the outcome, which is important.
Copy. I knew that part.
Attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws? Or is it just skill checks?
Ability checks.
I think it's
saving
everything.
throws, all three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So my first order of business would be to do a perception check on this room, to rummage through the drawer quietly and look around for other prisoners or other items or our stuff, but avoiding the guards.
So I'm gonna need you to roll a perception check and a stealth check.
Okay, which would you like first, sir?
Perception check for looking.
Perception check for looking. That is a 19 plus 9, so that's going to be a 28. I'm not going to use my inspiration on that.
All right. So as
And
you
you're
look
outside
around,
the door, right?
yeah.
I'm outside the gate, yeah.
He's
Looking at this.
Can I reach through the gate?
Yes.
Let him tell me what I see.
Well, before he tells you, because you're gonna have to roll stealth, I wanted to reach out because I have to touch you to give you guidance on when you roll. For when you roll stealth, you have an extra d4.
Beautiful.
Go ahead.
All right. So as you look around, you basically don't see anything. It's a straight hallway. It just looks like a dugout cave. And as you look, you see the guard's feet. As you continue to look, the hallway continues, and it appears to be a intersection. As you gaze down at the desk, you see a piece of parchment. There's nothing actually on the paper. It looks like a half-eaten apple. The candle's been blown out. And that's what you see on the desk. Roll stealth for opening the drawer.
And
Okay.
with the d4 for guidance, don't forget.
I'm going to roll all of that. Okay, so...
You can add that d4 at any roll you want within the next 1 minute. So it doesn't
Oh,
have to
and-
be the next one.
Oh, because with Pass Without Trace, it's an 18. And then I rolled the D8, so that makes it 20, not natural. And then I'll hold on to the D4.
Yeah, it does say you can roll the die before or after making the ability check, but it's only for ability checks.
Okay, so I got an 8 on the dice, I got a +10 from Pass Without Trace, and I got a 2 from Bardic Inspiration. So that's going to put me at a not natural 20 for stealth.
So as you slowly...
Oh, wait, and I get a +5 to stealth anyway, so it's a 25.
All right. as you slowly open up the doors.
I just realized we never told anybody what level we are.
1.
All right, so
It's all right. They can figure it out the hard way.
Opening the drawer. I'm doing the trick where you lift it, like you lift it because it's squeaky. You give it a little lift and you pull, so it's not dragging on the bearings.
And so you look down in the drawer, you see a key ring with 3 keys. And that's it.
4 S's and G's. I'm going to cast Detect Magic, please. Whenever I'm casting, I should probably get into this. I'm sorry. I hold on to my little pan flute, and I channel my Kurai spirit inside of me, and it kind of like it kind of emanates. You see him appear behind me. Just imagine a forest spirit from Princess Mononoke, but with like claws and tentacles. And it's got a greenish glow, but it doesn't like necessarily change the light in the room. You just see that, and then whoosh, it goes out. And I guess for Detect Magic, it would travel the space showing me what's magical.
Within 30 feet, right?
I can click on it. I just know it does stuff. 30 feet. For the duration, you sense the magical presence within 30 feet of you, and it lasts up to 10 minutes. So when I move down this hall and take out this guard, it's going to be...
Can you cast that as a ritual?
It's visual and visual and...
Does it have a little
semantic
R underneath it, the name?
No. But it's just an action. Just takes 6 seconds to cast.
Because if you cast it as a ritual, it takes 10 minutes to cast, but it doesn't use a spell slot.
Yeah, I know. I'm burning up spell
That's what I
slots.
was asking.
I'm burning up spell slots, but oh well. I'd rather save my B shape.
Yeah, I have some rituals, but that's just I didn't take that one because I knew you could do it.
I probably could if I wanted to, but I only have 10 minutes to use these bonuses. So what is the Detect Magic show me?
Within 30 feet, you don't see anything except for the candles along the hall. Is the only thing that's lighting up right now.
Okay. So they're magic candles.
Yes.
Are they removable from the wall?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna think to everybody. It's just one guard, right?
That you know of.
Know of.
Okay. Alrighty then. Can I stealthily get up to the hallway or as close to the guard as possible and make a perception check to see if there's any more guards around?
You're gonna have to roll another stealth check if you plan on sticking your head outside that corner.
I just want to get as close as possible to see if I can. Okay, I'll roll a stealth check. And I'll add the D4. I got a 4, so that's 10 plus 10 plus 5. So 25 again.
All right, as you peer out around the corner, you look to your left, and you see the one guard sitting in his chair. He seems to be looking over his shoulder, not paying attention. And as you look over to your right, you just see another intersection down at the end of the hallway. And straight ahead, it looks like another cell area.
Okay. I guess I should have done this earlier. I'm gonna stealth back and unlock and try to use the keys on the prison cell.
Thanks, Gunther.
So, do I need another stealth roll, or can my 225s count?
We'll let the 20
Your call.
count.
Your call.
We'll let them count because this guard obviously is not going to roll above a 10 tonight. He's looking
sick
of being at work.
Yeah, he's looking at Maiden Hub. Maiden Hub.
Is anyone else getting distortion? Anyone else getting audio distortion, or is it just me?
It's just you whenever you touch your damn headset.
No, it's going on constantly. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. No,
Continue.
The only distortion we're getting is when you mess with your headset. Other than that, nothing.
Okay, continue.
All right. So, so you go back. You stealthily open the lock, and ever so slowly.
I'm lifting on the hinges, I do this with my kid's door. I do this with my baby's door all the time. Lift on the hinges.
Get the door open. Now, the cell is open. What do we want to do?
Now, luckily, we're in the range of this.
Do we want to take that guard out? Do we want to get him here and take that guard out before he can alert others?
I would be more than happy to dispatch of this guard. I'm open to suggestions, or I can do it. Which would you prefer?
Well, we need it done quickly and quietly in some way, because if he makes any noise, we have no idea how many number of guards could be on top of us.
Is it possible, with your bardic influence, you might be able to get information out of him?
Do you really think he's going to give some people? I mean, I can try. We could try and get him over. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We should get him over here, though, so that at least we can, just all goes awry, toss him back in that cell.
Is there, if we had this cell, I like your plan, Seth. And we need to ask the DM. So where the cell is, and where this room with the table is, if we were hiding on the side with the table and we yelled for the guard to possibly get him to come to the cell, would he see us hiding where the table is?
Wait, do you want me to put him in the cell?
That would help.
Okay, I'm going to cast Polymorph on the guard.
Into what?
Just like a slug.
Well, he needs to be able to talk.
Well, all we got to do is pick him up, put him in the cell, and I drop a concentration after we lock it.
And you can communicate with him telepathically.
Or we can keep him as an animal, and I can make something that's possibly smart enough to communicate. But I'm thinking a slug, real slow. Pick him up gently, place him in the cell, lock it, change him back to a person he's stuck. You know.
Sounds good to me.
Simplest solution is always best.
Right. I'm going to attempt to polymorph him into a slug. It is a DC 17, I believe, wisdom save for polymorph. Yes. It's 60-foot range, so I know I'm within range. Watch him now roll above a 10.
And so now you have a slug sitting on the chair where the guard used to be.
All right, let's creep over there and grab him and
come back.
Show him into his new apartment. So, quickly, quietly, we'll go over there and grab him, bring him back. So we get the other two out of the cell. I want to ask the Drow and Halfling when they're with us, the Donovan and Godfrey, to step out. If they haven't already, if I was them, I'd be out if that door was open. And I'm going to walk in. I'm going to place the slug, and just for funsies, I'm going to place it and hold it up until it sticks to the ceiling. Before and then I'm going to walk out of the cell. All right. You got the key, so we can lock this again.
I do just that. Inviting Donovan and Gulliver, whatever his name is, Godfrey,
like Gilbert.
Right.
No, like the pumpkin smasher.
That's Gallagher.
Oh, it's Gallagher.
And I'm going to cast guidance on myself, and that's a concentration spell, so that's going to kill the polymorph.
All right. Then he takes 5 bludgeoning damage from falling off the ceiling.
Help!
Now, you might want to stay quiet, because though I can't do everything I want to without my wand, there's still quite a few nasty things I can do. Now, you're going to help us, or you're going to stay here and die. Which one is it?
Ha! I'll stay here and die.
I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on him. Target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw, which is a DC 16 intelligence.
Or he's going to take 3d6 damage.
No, I'm only going to do it as a cantrip. So it's 1d6.
No, it's 3d6 automatically because you're higher than 11th level.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It is. You're right. It's 3d6. But he's going to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn. So talk away, Leon. Oh, right, I have to roll damage, my bad.
I'm not exactly the most persuasive one, but...
Oh, I guess that would still be me, I guess. So
I would really like to know where my wand is. My spellbook would be nice, too. Perhaps you can get a little something out of him?
He takes 12 damage from my Mind Sliver, by the way. Hope I don't kill him. So, tell us where our stuff is, or prepare to take our full wrath. Now that we've got a key, we don't really need you.
Your stuff. Well, very few items are kept here. You're obviously in a position to walk around, see what you can find. Only thing I will tell you is be careful. There may not be any more guards, but there is other things.
Thank you for that big book, Mr. Guard. Do you have anything that might help us on our journey?
I could barely understand any of that. There's a what?
I'm asking if he has anything to help us on our journey.
There's a what to help us on our journey?
I think you're having trouble with your own audio, because we're all clear to each other, except for you, I guess.
I think my headset wasn't correctly seated, and it's slowly dying, so I might have to switch to my phone. But right now, you guys are perfect. So recap what he just said.
I'm asking if he has anything that could help us on our journey.
Did he? And he didn't know where our stuff was, or wasn't going to tell us?
He said that stuff usually isn't kept here, and we're free to walk around, and there may not be guards, but there's still some spooky traps. He didn't say that. I did, because I'm interpreting what he says.
So he didn't say traps, right? He just said things.
No, he said no guards. He said there are things.
No guards, but there are things.
This is a perfect droid language. Would it suck really bad if I dialed in on real quick?
Give it a shot.
Whatever's best for you.
I was gonna say if
It'd be better than this.
If you can't hear, then do what you got to do.
So, but does he have anything that can help us on our quest? I can either try to intimidate him. I can try and persuade him.
It's up to you. You can either roll for intimidation or persuasion.
Okay, I'm gonna roll persuasion because I got a +12 for that. That's an 11. So that's a 23 persuasion.
He leans close to you and looks you in the eye, and he squints a little bit. I don't have much that can help you on your journey, because I don't know what you're trying to do. I obviously recognize that you don't want to be here. I will say, avoid getting caught again.
How about what's the quickest way to the surface?
Fire.
Quickest way to the surface or to these portals.
Portals are in many rooms. It's up to you to find the room.
Do you know where these portals go?
I only know where one portal goes, and it goes to the barracks.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a place we want to go. What color, or is there a way to identify that portal so we don't go through it?
It's a shimmery gray.
Gray. You said that takes us, that would lead us to the barracks?
Yes.
All right, well.
And there's only 2 portals in that particular room.
Where's the other one go?
Don't know. I stay away from that one.
Yeah, he said he only knows where the one with the barracks takes. He said he only knows where one. So,
how many gods are at this barracks, and would our stuff be there?
That barracks houses most of the guards. So, man, could be 5, could be 30. I don't know. You lose track of time down here. But no, we don't keep anything that we don't use at the barracks. Most of that goes to the armory.
Is there a portal to that here too?
There's possibly a portal on the other side. There's a total of 5 portals here, with one of them going to the barracks. The other 4, don't use them. I stay away from them. Sometimes bad stuff comes out of there, and I'm not nosy.
So is there any possibility that this other portal in the room with the barracks portal could be armory portal? Or is that for sure no?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's the armory. I think that one is access to some of the higher ups.
All right. Well.
So empty your pockets, give us all your weapons and your money. Whatever you have on you, send it through the gate.
Yeah, pass it right through. We'll take it off your hands.
He hands you 4 silver, 3 copper, and he does not have a weapon.
Take off your clothes. I don't believe you.
He just stares at you. Roll intimidation.
17 plus 2 is going to be a 19.
He takes off his cloak, and he's standing in his white tighties, and hands you his cloak.
It's just a cloak. It's like a robe.
Nothing
Yes.
hidden in it?
Nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
How tall is he?
He's about 5'1".
How tall are you? I hold this up to Leon because I'm 6'5".
Oh,
Would
and
this fit on you?
I'm less than 6 feet, but I'm not quite that much less. About 5'9", 5'10".
5'7".
Might fit you.
I fit you.
Do I at least have
I'm
my own
used to dressing
clothing
up.
on? We were arrested or whatever it was, imprisoned here. Do I at least have my own clothing still?
Yes. they
So
do
I-
take your clothes.
Okay.
I say we put this piece of wardrobe on our trailer, me Romax here, and we send him ahead of us and pretend to be his prisoners and explore this place and see if we can find our stuff or anything else.
Well, that's a good plan, but what about this one? He could give us away.
I mean, if you wish, you can kill him, but they didn't come for us when we were yelling.
That's a good point. He did say there were no other guards. And he was actually quite helpful for the most part. A little resistant in handing over the robe, but other than that.
Can anyone put him to sleep?
Wait, maybe.
Permanently. But other than that, no. I mean, we could punch him repeatedly.
As you guys are sitting there talking and debating on what to do with him, he mumbles something under his breath and waves his hand.
Now, do I hear this? Because we're right outside the cell.
You're looking right at him,
Counterspell.
and a shimmery door appears and disappears. Oh, wait. Counterspell at what level?
Counterspell at 3rd level. So if it's any higher than that, I'll have to roll for it.
Oh, just let me see.
It's the DC will equal 10 plus the spell's level.
What's weird is my Bluetooth headset works fine now that I put it on my phone. It was something to do with the connection between the computer and my
There's
headset.
too many things connecting to it, and
Yep, a shimmery door appears and disappears.
Yeah, I thought he was a little too confident being stuck in there.
Is our guard still there? Is our guard still there, or did he disappear with it?
Oh, he was trying to dimension door away. I counterspelled it.
Just confirming. I'm just confirming.
Oh, listen, he is still there, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, someone's gonna have to knock him out.
Well, if I do anything to him, it's going to be a little too loud.
I mean,
How many casters does it take to knock someone unconscious?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I can cast something without. I can use a sorcery point and cast it without any verbal or semantic components. So
It's
I
not
guess
that.
just
It's
flat.
like I can use a lightning bolt, but that's really loud. I'm not going to knock him out, at least not temporarily, anyways.
I'm gonna go ahead and unlock the door, use a cantrip Primal Savagery, and make a melee attack with a +9 to hit.
Oh, we're doing this?
I'm doing this.
I mean, he's doing this.
Well, I mean, you're going to try, but let's see how he responds.
12 plus 9 is 19. No, it's not. It's 21.
21 hits.
Then I'm going to do 3d10 damage.
Damn. Oh, that's right, cantrip.
And I'm going to hope we just knock... I'm going for non-lethal poisonous damage. 8, 7, 3, so 18 damage.
According to rules as written, on the final blow, you get to decide whether it knocks him out or kills him. I don't know how we're going to choose to do that, but that's just the...
Well, that's why I'm saying it's non-lethal. I'm going to go for non-lethal damage. 18 points of non-lethal poisonous damage.
Ooh.
All right. He gets this snot smacked out of him.
If he's still up, I'm going to say, Why are you trying to escape? We liked you. We were gonna let you live.
Yeah, like I want to live in a cell. And he grabs you and or no, actually he doesn't. And he casts
Oh, he can cast without stuff too?
He's gonna try to cast.
It's only verbal and semantic.
Okay.
And he casts Ray of Sickening. And
Counter spell!
Your guy's direction.
I will use all my spells to counter spell if I have to. Are we gonna go to initiative for this, or are we just gonna kill him?
Pretty much after that, you're gonna have to roll for initiative.
All right, I'm ready. That is a 22. 16 plus 6.
Oh, we're rolling initiative? Is that what's happening?
15 plus 1. So that's a 16.
19 plus 2, that's a 21.
All right. So, no, I don't have my sheet up. I really should have named you guys.
Leon?
Our bard is first.
Top of the line.
Oh, yeah, that's
Wait,
me.
I had 22.
Oh, yes, he did have 21.
Okay, so it goes wizard, bard, druid.
The chronology class lets me add my intelligence bonus to initiative. So I'm going to cast Sapping Sting. I'm going to reach out at him with a bit of essence to let the time unravel, and he's going to feel a sapping strength. He needs to make a DC 17 Constitution save.
He fails.
All right, so by failing, he takes 3d4 necrotic. 4, 4, and a 3. 11 necrotic damage, and he falls prone.
He's looking pretty bad.
He's looking, I mean, like, now he's knocked prone, right?
I'm going to pass my turn.
That was your turn, wasn't it?
Yep, that's what I'm saying. I'm passing my turn. I'm done.
Oh, copy.
So that would be
Seth, you're
me.
That would be me. That'd be me, yeah, me. Jeez.
It's going to get so confusing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do another. I don't want to knock him out. I'm gonna do another mind sliver on him. So it's a DC 16 intelligence.
Save.
Okay, as. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. Didn't work very well for me that time. I'm done. Yeah.
Gunther, it's on you.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and cast.
Because he's prone.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and use Primal Savagery again with +9 to hit. I rolled an 18 +9. Let me just roll for a natural 20. Okay, so 18 +9. Does the 27 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 3d10 of not again. And as I'm hitting him, I'm like, this is your last chance.
Yeah, he kind of flicks your bird.
Okay. 6. 4 is 10. And a 10 is 20 points of non-lethal poison damage.
And he's out like a light.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I direct your attention to the next ring? And I march out and go to the next intersection. And I look back at Gallagher. No.
Donovan?
Gallagher? Donovan and
Godfrey.
Donovan and Godfrey. I look back at Donovan and Godfrey. I'm like, you're welcome to stay here with him or come with us for now.
Well, I'm ready to continue forward, that's for sure.
Yeah, they just kind of like. Donovan's like, okay, yeah, let's go see what we can do. And,
See if we can't get the fuck out of here.
I mean, well, Godfrey. I'm sorry, Godfrey.
That was Godfrey.
Yeah, and Donovan.
I like this.
Whatever.
Okay,
He's totally
well,
impartial. He's just here for the ride. He doesn't even talk. He's like,
I pick the robe off. I do one of those fancy dust it off, and I say, I present it to me, and I say, wardrobe's ready, sir. You're on in 5.
I'm gonna take that. Of course, I'm gonna flourish it around. My pleasure. I'm gonna dress over.
Don't forget me. If things get hairy, you still have that bead for casting polymorph.
Indeed.
Okay. And now to everyone else, be sad clowns. You're prisoners. And we're going to walk through slowly, stealthily, making perception checks to the next portion of this dungeon. Prison.
That's right. We're going to walk forward. We're going to turn left instead of that right.
And it hasn't been 10 minutes, so my detect magic is still going. And I want to go ahead and grab one of these candles off the wall just for shits and giggles and see if I can turn it off and on again.
all right. Yeah. You can turn it off. You can squeeze it again and it turns on.
And I'm going to go ahead and pass my my hand through the flame. Is it hot or is it magical? Is it real fire?
No.
No. So it's not burning me.
No.
It's not burning me. Grab a couple of these that could be useful.
I'm going to go ahead and grab one and just tuck it into my pocket, I guess.
I'm going to
Me
take
too.
one as well.
Since it's not hot, I should be able to wrap it up.
Yep.
Well, we can turn them off. We can turn them off and throw them in the pocket.
Oh, yeah, then turn it off, put it in my pocket. If it gets dark, I'll pull it
Okay.
out.
All right. So, go up. You turn to left.
Again, we're sneaking. We're poking. We're using mirrors.
So, you turn left. You just notice a long hallway that ends at a T. Which way do you go?
Can I make a perception check to see if we hear, see, or smell anything from either direction?
I'd like to give him guidance as I see him looking around inquisitively.
Okay, I will accept guidance. Which is a what?
D4.
It's D4?
D4.
Okay. I'm going to need it. I rolled a 9, and then I rolled a 1, and I have a +9 to perception, so that's a 19.
So, you don't see or smell anything. As you listen, to your right, it sounds like swirling wind, and you don't hear anything to your left.
How far away does it sound like that swirling wind is coming from?
Hard to tell.
All right, I'd like to cast. It's only verbal and somatic. I'd like to cast Gift of Alacrity on Gunther. So for the next 8 hours, you get an additional D8 on all your initiative rolls, just in case we run into something.
That's wonderful. That's splendid. I feel alacritative.
I feel like
As
we should head towards this rushing wind. It sounds like it
Uh,
might be air. It might be a way out.
I have the same thought that it might be the way out. But what do we know about this cult, gentlemen?
Nothing.
Nothing good, anyways.
Nothing good.
Although that is the way out.
So if we hear rushing winds, it's a good idea. It's probably a good indication that might be our way out. If we hear nothing on the other side, maybe there's something to find.
Maybe we can at least have a peek towards these winds and possibly let our non-combatant friends leave, if that is indeed the way out.
Yeah, my good man, and I say this, I stopped using telepathy. My good man, I was thinking just the same thing. And I turn to Donovan, I say, good sir, I feel that your company is no longer, well, you don't want to be with us. If you'd like, we think that's the way out. Go for it.
He kind of looks at you, and he looks down the hallway, and he looks back at you. He goes, I'll wait.
Fine, we're going to go down the other hallway. You want to come with?
Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm not going to run off by myself.
Yeah, I'm not going out of here without my wand anyway, so let's keep moving. Guess we're going to go down the
BT
other
Dubs,
hallway.
have you looked at these trinkets my friends have found?
No, nobody has showed me any trinkets.
Nope. I'm gonna pull out my my bracelet that I found.
I wouldn't hand it to him. I'm going to
Nope.
think, don't hand it.
No, I'm just pulling it out. I'm not even putting it on. I've had it in my pocket, as it has given me voices. So I'm gonna hold it out.
He looks at it, studies it closely, kind of looks down inside and notices an inscription. And he looks back at you and he's like, it appears to be a bracelet of summoning.
Can you tell me anything about the object that it summons?
Nope. Talking about these trinkets, I tuck my my ringed hand just kind of back and let my sleeve fall to cover it. I don't want them to see the ring, or at least not pay attention to it.
I'll put my bracelet on.
Sorry.
I know that it's well, that's already happening, so I'm gonna put my bracelet on.
While we're doing this, I am going to think to my friend Draco on my shoulder. And I'm going to say, Draco, my marvelous friend, would you be able to explore where the wind is not coming from and see what is down there while you are invisible?
And what does he speak, Sylvan? Yeah, in Sylvan he replies.
He speaks Sylvan and Draconic.
Yeah, and you speak Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan and I don't speak Draconic, but I'm going to take an action and give Draco the ability to use telepathy with me so he can be quiet.
Okay, so he pretty much responds to you in Sylvan. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll go down there and take a look, and you feel him hop off your shoulder, and
I think to him, marvelous, my good friend. You are more than divine.
I'm gonna give
Before he runs off, what?
Before Draco runs off, I want to give him guidance in case anything happens. I apologize, but it is just so good. I don't mean to spam it.
You should spam it. I have guidance too. I forgot. Okay, so Draco goes down.
All right, hold on, I'm looking up something real quick.
He's got like 100-foot fly speed or 60-foot fly speed,
Not that one. That's free. I need.
and he can be invisible at all times. We should have used his euphoria gas on that guard. He would have told us anything we wanted.
Just get him high, man. That's what we should have done. That always works.
Yeah, getting high on their own supply.
Let's see.
That euphoria gas that Draco has is quite something. I highly recommend it.
Well, maybe one day when all this is over, I might indulge a bit, but
All
Hey.
right. So roll perception for Draco.
Do I use my pluses?
No, you're gonna use his pluses. He has a +3.
He has a +3.
Yes.
And can I roll his guidance?
Yeah.
So I rolled a 16. On guidance, I rolled a 4. And then he's got a +3, so that's 23 perception.
All right. Flies down. He's gone for a few minutes, and he comes back and he lets you know and tell them it appears to be a room. It appears to be a room full of arms behind a locked door.
Did you see any guards?
No guards.
I've got keys. Let's go check that out. You said arts? A-R-T?
Arms.
Like weapons?
Yes.
Oh. By Eric. Oh, he better be back up. He's back. We're here. You left.
Window.
I'm losing you, man.
Frozen?
Yeah, you are frozen.
Yeah, and your audio's barely coming in.
Yeah, go back inside.
Okay.
I have a question. If a druid turns into something and then you pluck like fur or feathers or a tooth or something from them and they turn back, does it disappear?
That is absolutely up to the DM. That's a good question, though. Very useful information.
I would say yes. It transforms back into what originally it was when you take it off of their body.
So like if I tried to like pull fur, it would turn into like the hair of Gunther when he changed back.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Just wondering, I need some components for enhanceability. And it's like a fur or a feather from a beast. And I was like, oh, okay, what kind of? But if he were to stay in that polymorph form, like, no, okay, got it. It's always him. Got his DNA. Got to be the DNA of a beast. Got it, for sure. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
No, but you just gave me a great idea. Question: can you turn into a firefly? I don't know if you can hear us, Gunther, but we cannot hear you at all.
He doesn't have his headset on, so.
Oh, okay.
But I think you have to turn your mic settings on. The gear at the bottom of the OBS Ninja.
All right, so we're heading towards this door. Oh,
Yeah, I think we gotta check for the arms door. For sure.
So we're not getting any. I know he's not here right now, but just to try and keep things moving, we're not getting any triggers off of his detect magic on this door, are we? Like, there's any magical traps?
No.
All right. Hey, me, are you able to like check for these types of things, like traps and locks? And well, I mean, we have the key. Hopefully, we have the right key. But are you able to look for? I guess I can.
I can I'm not a good necessarily searcher. I mean, I can.
Okay, I can. I just
I can
realized that
investigate it.
somehow I did this. I forgot I did this because I wasn't sure if any of us was able to do it. I have investigation and thieves tools. Well, at least proficiency. I don't have the tools right now. But I have investigation, so I'm gonna go ahead and check the door and see if I can find any traps or anything on it before we try to open it. And I have a +9 to investigation. That is a 7. +9 is 16.
Does not appear to be trapped.
Let's I guess.
No,
wait, let's say one of our buddies. So who's the halfling? The halfling is Godfrey. Hey, Godfrey, you want to? Yeah.
Donovan. Actually, I think either one of them might. I think that might be more Donovan's.
Donovan, why don't you? Why don't you try and check this lock? Oh, I was sitting here. How about some keys? Why don't you try the keys in the lock?
Oh yeah, Gunther's got the keys. So can we go ahead and try the keys and see if any of them? Well, is the door locked? First of all.
Yes, the door is locked.
Okay. Do any of the keys, the 3 keys that we found, work?
Yeah, I believe Gunther has the keys, and he has left the chat. I guess we'll take a break right here. We're just over an hour.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll take a break and then we'll pick it up here and start wrapping it up.
Okay, so 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll say 15.
We can.
Very distantly.
It's like now your headset isn't connected to the computer and we're picking it up in a mic that's in front of you somewhere.
Oh, the mic must be on my digital camera.
Yeah, as soon as you move closer, it got better. All right, so we're going to take 10?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, So we're going to take 10 and we'll start, hopefully there's something good in this armory. So
I have keys, by the way. Did we check keys to open?
Well, yeah, that's why we're pausing. That's why we're pausing.
Yeah,
Because you were gone and then we were gonna do it. So.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. My
Oh,
headset, I think, just ran out of batteries because it wasn't on the cradle properly.
It's all good.
No
Could use a little
problem.
break anyway. So
Okay.
take it
Yeah,
10.
I'm gonna stretch, get some air, probably.
Okay.
10 minutes. Great. Yes.
Grab a munchie. 10 minutes. You guys, what are we at? 20 after? Ooh, no. 5 after?
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
after.
All right, cool.
mine, dude. I need it.
I need it.
You don't need it.
Yes, I do.
Come here. Let's go hang out with Leo. Come on. Come on. Don't make noise in this room, please. Come on.
YouTube never unfroze, huh?
No, I did.
Oh, maybe I just need to refresh it then.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
I
it
put
was-
up the other screen.
No, for me, it was still frozen all the way back when it actually froze.
Oh,
Oh, I haven't looked at YouTube because I've been on Discord.
Am I making an echo now?
Everybody is, including I can hear myself too.
Except for you.
Really?
It's 18.
15 plus 9 for me. So 24.
I got a 8 total.
My elf, I see more than you.
Has it been 10 minutes since the inspiration that he gave us? It's only been a minute or two, right? Because we just went up the hall.
Yeah, it's only still got about
Okay.
3-4 minutes left
Okay. Well, hold on.
after fighting with the guard.
What did I do that ended our pass without trace, by the way? I think that's still up.
No, you were concentrating on.
I did detect magic first.
You were using detect magic after we left the cell, though, weren't you?
Yeah, you said that you were
Okay.
as we
yeah,
were going.
my bad.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good.
I think you did it. I think you did detect magic a second time after we left the cell. Because you did it before we left the cell. I think.
I only marked it off once.
I don't remember. If it doesn't have to do with my work, I'm not one to remember. So.
All right, so
All right.
you guys walk into the room, or you're looking at it?
Poke my head in, do a perception check from that perception check I rolled that was 19 was with my head popped it.
Was that with the guidance I gave you? Because you were the first one looking, right?
Oh wait, no. And it was a 24 plus guidance you did my bad. 28 is my perception with my head in.
Do
Okay.
you see my
So-
wand?
As you peer in, you see a chair with a few items sitting on it. You see what is that thing called? A rack.
Like a torture rack?
Sword.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
with a few swords on it. And you see 2 mannequins with breastplate. One with a breastplate and one with a shield.
Do you see anyone in there, Gunther?
Doesn't appear to be anyone, just some weapons, a table, and a couple of mannequins.
All right, I want to go in and look around and see if I can see my spell book or my wand.
I'm gonna usher the other ones in, like bring them in, and almost like I'm standing guard. I'm still dressed in the robe, so make it look like, going about my duty.
All right. Roll investigation.
Everyone or just them?
He's looking for magical items. So you
I'm now using that inspiration. And I'm giving myself guidance on this one. Wow. Only a 2 on the inspiration, a 2 on the guidance, 2 on the guidance, 9 on the roll, 9 on the roll, plus 9, so 18 for investigation.
all right.
I wasn't looking for anything in particular, but if this is a room full of weapons, I'm gonna try to find a quarterstaff. And perhaps a scimitar.
All right. So you see what appears to be your wand in your book sitting on a chair.
I'm gonna grab it.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll come back to you. You find a scimitar. You don't see a quarterstaff. And
Would I see anything like would I see anything that looks like a druid herbalism kit that I would have had on me before I got abducted?
Roll investigation.
I will investigation. Whoa. Do I get an inspiration on this? A bardic inspiration on this?
Did you
I
use
think
it?
You already used it.
I
Yeah.
use it. My bad. All right, then it's an 8 on the dice and a +2, so it's a 10. Damn it.
Don't see anything like that.
Nothing like a sprig of mistletoe lying around, is there?
No.
Damn. Okay, that would have been great.
Yeah, other than my wand and my book, I'm gonna look and see if there's any armor or shields.
Okay, so you said you're going to grab your book?
My book, my wand, yeah, my wand and my book.
All right, so you reach out to grab your wand and your book, and you become trapped. I need you to roll a strength check, and that's a DC of 10.
You can do it.
Is he
I have a
trapped
ne-
like stuck?
I have a
to the-
-1.
Yeah, he's stuck to the chair.
He's stuck to the chair.
His hand is stuck to the chair.
So that is a 2. 3 minus
All
1.
right. So,
Is my other hand? My other hand's like I'm like stuck, like glued, or I'm totally frozen.
no, you're just that hand is stuck like glue.
All right.
I think that chair is not a chair.
Oh,
Is my
no.
mic still okay? I turned down the gain.
It's a little bit
All right.
better now.
Hey, remember how I was asking if you can turn into a firefly?
Can I dispel magic? Like, is that? Oh,
I think it's a mimic, my friends.
I don't think you see the shit because
I'm
just stuck, I'm just
Oh
like,
right, yeah. I'm.
So I just put my hand down and I'm just like, So does it feel? Does it still feel solid, or does it feel like there was some kind of substance to it? It like stuck me.
It still feels solid. But as you look closer at the chair, one of the legs shoots out and wraps around your leg.
Okay,
Let me see. That is. That's a melee attack. So.
I would see this, right?
Probably 10.
This is gonna hurt.
10. Does a 15 hit?
Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Well, it would, but I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield, and it'll raise my AC to 16 until the end of the turn. Or until my turn, I think it is. Until the start of my turn. So my AC is 16 currently.
Okay.
So initiative.
Yes.
All right, and don't forget, Gunther, you have that D8 for the gift of alacrity. Son of a... I rolled an 8 total.
6. I rolled an 8 total as well.
I believe you have it higher.
I rolled a 6 twice, so I have 12. Oh, +1 is 13. Lucky number 13.
All right, so you go first. And who has the higher dexterity of you two?
That would most likely be him.
0.
I've got a +1
really?
dex.
My dex is
like
dexterity is
10.
12, so I get a
A
+1.
10. Yeah, so.
So I guess I'm first.
Well,
Us two.
wait, what did you have?
I have a 12. He has a 10.
I had a 13.
No, but me and him are tied. That's why we didn't know.
My bad.
Yeah.
Copy. And I suppose it makes sense it did attack you.
All right. So, Gunther, you look over and you see this chair's wrap around Leon.
Me, our friend is being attacked. Draco, can you gas that chair? I think it's not really a chair. And he's asking Draco to hit that chair with some euphoric spray.
All right. Next week I'll be prepared.
Real quick, how big was the doorway into this room?
Standard size door.
I'm gonna close it like when he says, "We still have the keys, right?"
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna like turn like as I step into combat, I'm gonna close the door so that other people don't. So it takes time for other people to get in.
It's the kind of door a giant scorpion can fit through, right?
I mean, you're in it already. You're already in here.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
in the
want to be
room.
able to get out. Byron's face was priceless.
Now, if you're wild shape and I cast polymorph on you and then drop concentration, do you go back to your wild shape or your original form?
Let's not do that.
Why would you cast polymorph on me while I'm wild shaped? I just don't. I mean, that's a question, but why ask it?
Well, because if you're a giant scorpion and you want to keep that form for the duration, but you can't get out the door, then I could make you smaller, get you out, and then you would be able to.
I see what you're saying. I was just thinking a scorpion can articulate through a doorway. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
We'll see-
He saves
we'll see if
on
I
a
need it.
euphoria breath.
What?
He saves on a euphoria breath.
Damn.
Now the real question: did he roll lower than me?
Oh,
Well, the chair is below your feet, so it wouldn't be around your face breathing it in.
No, I was saying, did the chair roll lower than me? As in, am I next, or is it the chair's turn?
Oh.
No, it's actually the chair. Actually, no. Because I messed up and the chair should have went first. But we'll just continue in the order and you can go ahead.
All right, so
Who's next?
me then?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. I'm going to, since I didn't do it earlier, I'm going to use my once a day free Misty Step. And I'm going to Misty Step 10 feet away from this thing. Did I get my hands around my wand and my book, or enough to say that it would be in my possession?
Yes.
Then as I Misty Step away, I am attempting to take these items with me.
All right. Roll a contested grapple check.
So, strength or
Yes.
dexterity, right?
Yep.
Strength or dexterity. So that'd be 9.
That's a no, buddy.
No, they're still sitting there.
All right. Well, that is a bonus action. So with my action, I'm going to cast a Ray of Frost, and I'm aiming low. That is a 22 to hit.
That would have been the bonus action was Misty Step.
And my action is a
Would have
cantrip,
been-
Ray of Frost.
But your action would have been trying to take your items with you.
Well, I thought I had already grabbed them. That's why I was asking if they were considered in my possession or not, because I was just teleporting away at that point. Because my hand was glued wherever it was. I wasn't moving it, so they were either in my possession or not when I teleported away.
All right. Okay. Yeah. What did you say?
Yeah, I was casting Ray of Frost. I had a 13 plus 9, 22 for Ray of Frost to hit.
22 hits.
And then for damage, it is 15, 22 cold damage. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
I don't suppose the chair is very fast.
All right. And then it is now.
Oh, now it's up to me.
Romulax. Yep.
Oh. Me, Romax. I was a Romulus. I was okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's up to me now. So I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at a 3rd level. Let me find out what it is. So it's a +8 to hit. So let me. So that's a 17, 18, 19, 20, 25.
That hits.
Great. And that's 6d6 of damage. So.
Is that your dice roller?
Yeah.
That sounds
6,
so
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17.
All right. And we have the chair slowly melts into this amorphous shape and turns into a puddle of goo.
I'm going to run up and grab my stuff as soon as it looks like it starts to droop at all. Like if it looks like it's going down, I'm trying to grab my stuff off of it.
All right.
It was just the chair, not the table, right?
Yeah.
But we haven't touched the table yet.
All right. Finally. Got my one back. Oh, the things I can do now. Can I look around, see if there's any shields or armor?
Yep. There's a breastplate and a shield on one of each on each of the mannequin. There's a shield on one mannequin and a breastplate on the other mannequin.
If you two don't mind, I'm going to grab one of these, breastplate and the shield.
Be my guest.
Before you do that, good sir,
Yes.
what do I have? That's this. I want to just cast a thunderclap on the mannequins before we touch them.
Okay.
Which they must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage. More importantly, they get pushed. I just want to see if they move without touching them. I suppose someone with a mage hand could have done the same thing.
Oddly enough, that's the one cantrip I didn't take.
Okay, then I'm just going to make a loud noise.
I just think it's so cheesy, I was afraid I might have used it.
Loud noises.
No, the mage hand is great for all who can have it.
Oh, I know. It's just, sometimes I think it's a little too great, and I don't want it to be my answer for everything.
I want it to be my answer for everything. So I make a loud noise that knocks over the mannequins, and if they are living at all, they take 1d6 of damage. Tell me if I have to roll that.
Yeah.
Two.
All right, and both of the mannequins are slammed against the wall.
Do they move?
No.
Did they succeed Did they fail their saving throw of 17?
No, they're mannequins.
I just wanted to make sure that.
All right. I'm going to carelessly just walk up and grab a breastplate and shield for myself.
All right.
They're dead, Dren. Right.
Now that I'm looking into the room, can I make a perception check and see if like any of my stuff is here, my component bag or my lyre?
Yeah. Roll perception.
It's a 14 plus 7, so 23. Oh, sorry, 21.
You see what appears to be your lyre sitting on the desk and your bag tucked underneath.
Don't touch it yet, lads. Now everything every single thing is gonna be like not to grab me. An asshole's gonna grab me.
Do you want me to shoot it? I can shoot it.
Oh, don't shoot my stuff.
Okay, I got something that will only hurt it if it's alive.
Okay, I just don't want to break my stuff, but
Okay,
please, I would love to get my stuff back as well.
It'll only hurt it if it's alive. I'm gonna cast chill
Only hurt a
touch.
second. Great.
I'm gonna cast chill touch. It's sitting on. What's it sitting on? The lyre?
The lyre's on the table. My bag's underneath it. It's a table.
Okay.
So Byron's looking at us like, no, you guys are going to try and kill a freaking table. It's a table, guys. That's what he's saying in his head.
I'm attempting to cast chill touch on the table. That's an attack roll.
Okay.
I think it's an attack roll.
It's like it's a table.
11.
All right. You successfully freeze the table.
Yes, it's a table. I'm going to take my stuff.
Chill touch is actually necrotic damage. That's why it would only affect a creature. If it's not a creature, it won't affect it.
Oh, that's good to know because I think I.
Yeah, it specifically only targets creatures.
That's why I used Frost. Rare Frost. Okay.
And I'm gonna just do it now that there's no pressure of anything attacking us that we know of.
And the breastplate and the shield are not attacking me either, right?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put them on.
All right.
I'm gonna look around for that herbalism kit, thieves' tools. Maybe it's. You said I found a scimitar and. You said I didn't find a quarterstaff, or did?
No quarterstaff.
Just a scimitar.
Yes.
All right. Just so that you know, my armor class is now 17.
Whoa, dude.
A wizard with an AC 17.
Are there any daggers or anything in this room as well?
One thing I didn't mention real quick to anybody who's paying attention, other than us, I did take one level in Artificer, which is why I'm proficient in shields and medium armor. So I'm able to wear the breastplate and the shield and still use my magic, since my wand will be in my other hand.
Oh.
Go ahead.
No daggers. Tucked behind. What was it? Behind one of the mannequins that was strategically pushed up against the wall, you see a small case.
Well, I'm going to take my scimitar and poke it.
It's a case.
Okay, I'm going to pick it up.
It's thieves' tools.
Oh, I had those before. But I also had an herbalism kit. I would love a sprig of mistletoe. Do I see?
You know how to use these tools?
I'm proficient in these. In the circus, you learn a lot of things.
All right, because I can use these tools as well, and I believe they are intelligence. So my bonus with them is +9.
Nifty. Yeah, you can have them if you wish. I have keys. Look around. Could you please look around for mistletoe? I'm looking for mistletoe or any sort of herb. And I'll do it. If you'll allow, I'll do another check.
Yeah, you can do another investigation.
Here we go, investigation. I'm going to go ahead and touch myself and give myself guidance. So I'll take a +4 to that. It's a 21. No, it's a 12. 12 plus 3 plus 2 is 17.
All right. After looking around the room really good, you really don't see anything that has to do with herbs or anything as such.
Okay.
Is there anything that can benefit our friends that are with us?
Yeah, you still got 2 short swords on a rack over there.
All right, do we have the other breastplate and shield? Did anybody take that?
No, it was only 1 and 1.
Oh, okay. I thought that was on each mannequin.
One mannequin had breastplate, one mannequin had a shield.
Oh, okay. I misheard that.
So yeah, I'm gonna turn to the halfling, and I'm gonna pick up a short sword and be like, flap it around, kind of offer it to him, not saying anything.
I'm gonna pick up the other one and turn to the drow.
I'm gonna think to you, keep that for yourself.
The halfling goes up and he takes the sword. He does a couple swipes with it and nods his head.
Okay. I'll ask them both. Any of your items lost amongst this rebel?
The drow just looks and shakes his head. No. I don't see anything. And the halfling. No,
Can I roll an insight
I don't see
check?
anything.
Can I roll an insight check on this drow and just see if he's like lying to us, or if he's like deceiving, trying to be deceptive to us?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna turn this mic off.
Yeah, that dice roll sounded so sexy.
17 plus 5.
I need to find my metal dice.
He is
that was
not
metal.
so much being deceptive as he's really not interested in much of what's going on.
So in other words, his demeanor is honest to his intentions.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so are you guys satisfied with this room? You ready to go the other way? See if that wind is a way out.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him then. You make weapons. Can you work with a sword?
Which one?
I'm gonna ask the drow. Halfling already took one. I'm happy.
He works with jewelry. The drow works with jewelry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said. You work. Did I say weapons? I meant to
Yeah,
say
you
jewelry.
said weapons.
I meant to say jewelry. You work with jewelry. Can you also use a sword, or is that out of your league?
I can use a sword. I mean, when you work with expensive items, you got to protect yourself.
Will you work with that sword?
If trouble comes up, we might need you to have this sword. But if you become trouble, you won't ever hold a sword again.
I mean, either way, as soon as we're out of here, I'm going about my business.
Fair enough. But to get out of here, you might need this sword. And if you become a problem, you'll never hold anything again.
Kind of shakes his head, rolls his eyes, and grabs his sword.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts on him.
Okay. And you hear in his mind, oh, Jesus, I just want to go home.
Poor guy.
I love him now. Let's go.
Okay, well let's be on our way.
Let's do this.
Okay, so let's. I'm gonna like open up the gate again, open up the door again, and we'll lead our way out. But I'm gonna put Gunther in front of me as if like I'm leading him.
Okay.
Right.
Sad Wookiee status.
Yeah. I almost said we should do get help. It's gonna come up. It's gonna come up one time because I'm gonna be very person. So yeah, we're walking along, and then I'm gonna say telepathically to him, I think that we should keep turning left until we can find an exterior wall that may take us to. At least then we can mark our path because we've turned left, and then we split. Right was the portal. We went left, and then we kept walking. We came to another fork, but we saw this room, so we should continue left at this next fork that we're coming to.
So you're coming out of the armory. You're coming back to the T in the road.
I think we were gonna head back towards where we heard the wind, right?
Yeah, that's
That was the other direction. Yeah.
All right. That's
So you're going straight from that point.
yes.
Okay, so as you guys walk down this hallway, the light gets a little bit brighter. Different colors come in, and this door. Excuse me. And as you come up to this door, there's just a little hole, and you look in it. Are you going to look in it? I should say.
I will perceive.
All right.
I'm a little worried. I'm gonna cast another gift of alacrity. I'm gonna give it to me, as in myself, not me. And I'm also going to give it to me, as in not myself, me. So it's gonna be 2 more first level.
You could say me and myself. You say me and myself.
Well, see, I said not me because I wasn't going to give it to you, and then I thought, oh, wait, that's right, you do need it. I keep thinking you have a high initiative. So,
No, I don't. I've got a very low initiative.
well, now for the next 8 hours, we all have an extra D8 to our initiative.
Extra D8. Fantastic.
And I'm also giving myself guidance for the next minute in case something comes up.
All right.
And in case you didn't know, guidance also works for initiative.
All right,
go ahead.
Roll perception.
14 plus 9. So that's going to be 23.
23. So as you look in to the window and the door, you can make out 3 portals. What do you want to do?
Is there anybody else in the room? Just the portals?
As far as you can see, it's just the portals.
Any like chairs, desks?
Nope, just an open room.
Does the door open?
The
Or
door
is it locked?
open.
Okay.
What colors?
What colors are the portal? Good question.
All right, let me pull up something real quick. I need this campaign. Then I need each of you to roll a dice.
Okay.
Which one?
Roll a d6.
2.
6.
4.
All right, so you see a dark blue portal with a star swirl. You see a tricolor portal, and you see a pale white portal.
Well then.
There's nothing like a rope anywhere, right? Or is there?
No, there isn't. Who has what's your wisdom?
Mine 20.
20, and me
17.
and
Minus
Beyond
13.
minus 13.
Mine is 13.
Oh,
You dumb piece of crap.
Hey, I'm very intelligent. I'm just not very wise.
Gygax would be a dick if he kept you at 20 but said you can go to negative 13.
I was about to say, how did you manage that?
Mad
All right.
skills.
So
Min max.
I need me and Gunther to roll a d20.
Am I adding anything to this d20?
No.
Ouch, because it's a 3.
Okay.
It's a 5.
All right. So as you guys are looking at the different portals and trying to decide which one to pick, Leon, you don't see nothing. You two guys, because of your wisdom, you kind of see a shimmery outline around the pale white portal, and it looks like it's bubbling and expanding and imploding on itself, separating and congealing back together.
Like a heart beating.
More like something invisible might have come through it. Is there a behind these portals, or are they affixed to the wall? Can we get?
They're fixed to the wall.
Is there a portal on either side of this creamy white one, or is there like a wall?
There's a portal on each wall, on each of the 3 walls, or on 3 of the 4 walls.
3 of the 4 walls. Okay. So we walked in the door. I took an interior design. I was an interior designer for a while. Is the facing wall the one with the blue, or the facing wall the one with the white?
The facing wall is the one with the white. The one with the blue is to your left, and
The tricolors to the right.
yes.
Which, by the way, you say tricolor. I think Rasta colors instantly.
Yeah. Do that kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I want to attempt to cast Identify on one of these portals to see if I can get any information.
I'm going to take flanking positions on the portal that just wobbled.
I didn't see that, so I'm looking at the other portal, I'm assuming, because that's why I'm not paying attention. I want to try and cast Identify and see if it'll work to give me some information. I don't know if it will.
All right. Let me look up something.
It does say I have to touch it.
Ooh.
But I'm not gonna put my hand through it. I don't know if that would work. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you say.
Well, I mean, that's what she said. But when we found out,
You decided to keep it.
possibly.
All right. Which portal?
The starry one.
All right. Roll a strength check.
Oh shit! Bye guys. I'm gonna use that guidance. Well, the guidance roll was a 4 out of 4. Other than that, I rolled a 2, so that's 6. And with my bonus, that's a 5 total.
All right. So as you reach out and start to cast Identify, you're sucked into the portal.
Sorry, guys.
Well, we got to go get him. We can't hear you. You're muted. I'm sure that was really good.
Wait, maybe he'll come back.
We got to go get him.
Do I know where the portal takes us now?
Yep, I'll get there in just a second.
All right. So
You never leave a fellow, act
Did
behind.
we see a rope in that armory? Name one thing we're gonna need a bloody fucking rope for.
I mean, if we mentioned rope, like we all know how important rope is, so we've definitely mentioned rope a number of times. But no, we have not come across a rope yet. Was my understanding.
Not yet.
So we gotta go in. We gotta go get him.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to our two companions. Gentlemen, this is a big decision you have to make. And I throw them into Lordo. I throw the drow in the portal. I was like, do you want to come with us? We want you to come with us. To the halfling.
The halfling looks up at you. Pretty much, if it get me out of here, I'm willing to go.
Our thoughts exactly.
Man.
That's right.
And yeah, I threw the drow in. I don't know if you want to contest or something.
He wasn't paying attention, and
I didn't think he was. Okay.
He's just there.
Okay. After you,
After you.
Fair enough. God,
After
this
you.
is stupid.
I'm gonna give him a nice little love tap.
Nice. I crack my knuckles. I say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I jump in the portal like this.
I'm gonna take the robe off. Nope, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna jump backwards into it.
Trust fall?
Yeah, trust fall. Yep, I sure am. I'm gonna land right on top of you guys. Right on top of you guys.
All right, so
DPK, episode 1. I killed one of them and they all died.
all right,
We're
so
now falling from the atmosphere.
everybody pops through the portal. You find yourself on the Astral Sea.
Oh, I've been here before.
Oh,
Set
God,
a
I was
dread.
hoping that's what it was.
With the force of being sucked through the portal, you are just floating, dispersed into the Astral Sea. What do you want to do?
I've been here before in my dreams. Garar has taken me here. If we think where we want to go, we'll go there. So let's think of the next portal.
I want to think of not moving first, so we're not dispersing all over the place. That's my first thought. Is that I'm
Let's think together.
first. My question is initially, would I know about the astral sea as well? Because I would understand that, how thought would work.
I would say make a history check.
Okay. I have +9 to Arcana, History, and Religion, so I'm hoping to learn things. That is 15 + 9, 24.
Yes. You are
All right.
pretty knowledgeable about how movement works in the Astral Sea.
So it's based off of our intelligence bonus and all that.
Yes.
Right. Oh, we can fly. We can also, from the Astral Sea, when I saw the stars, I was really hoping this was the Astral Sea, because from here, we can get to anywhere we need to.
Provided there's another portal to get out.
Well, there should be. It just depends on how long it's going to take us to get there, especially if we haven't been to that portal before.
We should have.
Unfortunately, we could be stuck here for some time. But as long as we don't run anything scary, we should be safe for the time being.
Oh,
We can get our
why
bearings.
don't we? Can't we just think back to the room that we came from?
Collectively think of the room we were just in.
I think we should
Well,
collectively.
we're still near that portal, right? Like we can still see it. We didn't go anywhere.
You're only about 20, 30 feet away from it.
Okay, let's think.
Let's
Everyone
think
think
back.
back into that room.
Hey.
Okay, so we're gonna attempt to float back into the room.
Do we see another portal anywhere before we do this? You want a perception check?
Yes.
I'll do the perception check.
Yeah,
Give
sure.
myself
You got all the
guidance.
time in the world. I will take 6 seconds to give myself guidance.
12,
Okay, no, I've just rolled straight
17.
perception. 18, 20,
17.
25.
I got a 19. 10 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9.
I get
I keep getting
25.
19s.
You said you got a 25.
Yeah. Not natural.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Had me fooled for a second there.
Persuasion.
About 60, 70 feet away, you notice a medium-sized stone gray portal. But it doesn't appear to be the same gray that the guard described to you earlier.
If stars took us to the astral, I'm willing to bet that takes us to the plane of Earth, which is very uncomfortable. I don't want to go there again.
Did my casting of Identify tell me anything about the portal as I popped through?
No, you literally just kind of like put your hand up, cast a spell, and it was like,
Okay. I figured as much. I just wanted to check. I'm gonna mark off the spell points for casting it. I figured. Well, I was hoping I didn't get stuck in, but I figured it wouldn't work. It was worth a try.
So I'm going to share with the group that I see a stone portal over there, and I'm going to deduce that if this starry portal brought us to the astral plane, I'm guessing that stone portal will bring us to the Earth plane. And I don't feel like being buried alive again.
So back to the other portal?
I don't see another portal, or nobody sees another portal with their perceptions, right?
Well,
no, that was.
can we-
There's two.
There's the one we came out of, and then there's the stone.
The stone one, yes.
But we don't
So-
see a third or fourth.
No. But so we think we should go back to the previous room?
We think.
Well, you can use that Meldith stone thing you did before, right? Can you still do
There's a
that?
difference between one stone and the plane of Earth, my friend.
Right, but if you were to go through the plane of Earth, like where you would be if it's stone would be one big piece of stone. You just go into that section, right?
Portions of the plane of Earth are particulate sand. Wherever you move, you're covered in sand. You're always buried.
Sand, it gets all over everything.
I don't know.
This is
Of course.
why we are under no physical threat, and why we are not aging. We are not accomplishing anything, and the only place to go is through what presumably could be the elemental plane of Earth, and that is not.
Well,
What
I
we
say we
did
go.
to-
find out.
There were 2 other portals.
There were 2 other portals.
Oh,
Next time, let's hold hands, and we'll squeeze and pull someone back through.
this
I see.
portal was the only one that seemed familiar. The others, I don't know.
Something looked like it was coming out of the other one before you went into this one.
What?
While you were busy looking at this portal and getting distracted, we saw something coming out of the white one, or the white one.
And you want to go back in there?
Nothing in there is threatening us like this.
Whatever's coming out of that portal.
We don't know if it was anything. Okay, we need to decide, I think, with our friends here, what we should do before we drift too far. So here's my
Oh, no,
my thought.
I'm keeping my
anchored.
thoughts to
We're
keep
all
us here.
thinking
Yeah, we're
anchored.
anchored.
Great, yeah, for sure.
I'm
Okay,
thinking
well,
anchor or that portal. So we're anchored and being pulled towards the portal we came out of.
for sure.
Worst case.
Okay, so we need to think someone's going to go in here to get there, or that those other portals will have maybe better access. But any one of them could take us somewhere where there could be lots of bad guys. This one could take us somewhere especially bad. So I think we should return and try our luck at one of the other three, knowing that we can escape here if we need to.
Now, does this one actually look like stone, or is it just that stone gray color to the?
He said it looks different than the stone gray color. It looks like stone. But that's what he said.
It's a different stone gray, but it's still that in that color palette of portal.
I don't know. I get the feeling we should try it. But it's not the gray one. It's not the gray one that he said was in the prison, which led to the barracks. It's a different gray one.
It's a different gray that seems to be stone.
I mean, I will follow.
Tell you what, you have a rope. Tie your robes together around your waists. Untie that. Tie it to your wrist. We'll hold on to it. We'll throw you in that portal. If you need help, pull. We'll pull you out.
My belt, it's only like 4 or 5 feet long. I guess.
Here, let's use the robe that I'm wearing, and let's use their robe. And we can hold it between. Yeah, we can hold it between us.
All right, so we'll use the robe.
The robe and the rope tied together. We got a good 8 feet.
Well, I mean, I don't want to take my belt off.
No. We'll just use the robe. I mean, if he just popped through, we should be able to. It's like a doorway. It's a doorway. So. We can peek through. We can just peek through, like, hey, ladies.
I'll just remind you, where we were was a vacation resort compared to the prisons that are built in the astral plane.
Well, at least we'll have a way to get back.
All right,
The
so
astral plane itself is a prison.
I'll go in. I'll zip in, zip out. Wait. Can we go back into the portal we came from just to see if we can freely go in and out? Because if we can go back in. And I don't want to go into that portal if I can't come back out.
Splendid. Let's all go back through the one we came in.
So, just real quickly, can I go through the portal we came from and go back into the prison room with the other portals?
Yes. With a pop and a swoosh, you're slammed on the floor.
All right. And I'm going to just hop right back in.
All right. You're back in the Astral Sea.
All right.
And
so
when
that
you
appears to
pop
work.
back out, I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh, right. I can do that.
Is he rolling a perception check in the material plane or in the astral plane?
Dirty 20.
Astral.
Astral.
Natural 20?
Dirty 20. So, 20.
Oh, okay. All right. So, in the distance, I want to say roughly 100, maybe 150 feet. You see a glint, and it looks like it's moving.
A what? You popped up just when you said that word.
A glint.
He's one of the people on the Adventure Zone.
And
that's
it looks
cool.
like it's moving.
So I pop back in and I see something immediately. And it looks like it's moving towards us.
Yes.
There's something coming our way, you guys.
We should get into the portal.
I have a question.
Okay. So
question.
you said this other portal was about 30 feet? Go ahead.
Yes, the other portal is about 30 feet.
Do we see behind the portals in the astral plane?
Yeah, they're floating in space.
But what I'm saying is, when you look
Do they
at
look
the
the
portal, is it a solid, like, if this is the portal, is it solid and you can't see what's behind it, or can you see through the portal?
They're usually
when you're
invisible
looking at the
when you can see
portal,
from the back.
it's a solid color, and if you look behind it, it just appears to be space.
So if we were to hide behind this portal, and the thing coming goes through the portal,
It wouldn't see us.
I'm asking if it would see us.
Okay, well, since we're running short on time, I'm gonna
We should
cast
just
haste
go
on
in.
myself.
Okay, great.
You're gonna cast haste on yourself and go through the.
I'm gonna cast haste on myself to double my speed, and I'm gonna try to run in and out really quick just to see what's in there. I'm going in the gray portal,
The stone one.
the stone gray portal.
You've already been seriously in one portal today, so.
As you float over to the other
I
point.
thought I killed him once.
And I don't know exactly what my speed would be on the astral plane. I know it's based off of intelligence, which is max for me right now. So whatever that is,
20
my speed is currently doubled.
So 40 feet.
Okay.
So
So
You
you're
can get
floating over
there.
there. Let me see something real quick.
I'm also using my action to dash.
See that
so
smile? See that
make it
smile?
80 feet.
That's a smile that tells you shouldn't do this.
All right.
Probably.
So as you
But I
float
already
over
said it
there,
before he smiled.
you double dash and stuff. You get over there, no problem. You said you're going into the portal.
I'm just gonna pop in and come right back out.
Says
Hopefully.
you.
All right.
After I see what's
We
in
have
there.
a rope tied to him. We have a rope and we're holding on.
Oh,
A robe. We have a robe.
Robe.
A robe. Okay. All right. So everybody's floating towards that portal because that robe is going to get you about, I want to say, 4.5, 5 feet.
That's just and I'm hasted. Not that I necessarily need the extra movement. I want to go as fast as I can to just in and out.
All right.
That's my goal. So that's all I care
And
about.
so,
is getting in and out
with
as
the rope
fast as
or
I
without
can.
the rope? Or robe.
I feel like I would have.
I mean, you've got to go. Oh gosh, yeah, probably. But we gotta.
I feel like my character was so focused on the mission.
I was begging you to take a robe or your belt off so we could hold on to you. Begging you.
Yep. And then we're talking about like haste. I grab the robe and I run. And I'm holding the robe, but nobody else is.
No, I think that Gunther is. Gunther is. I grab on Gunther. We know how this is going, but I'm thinking anchor here.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I've got no weight in the astral.
We have been
You're
traveling
pulling
together
me.
for
You're
some
pulling
time.
me.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's go.
Yeah, I'm thinking anchor here.
You're weightless. This is great. You're weightless. All right, cool. Let's go. I'm running in.
So you move a total of 40 feet, which still gets you to the portal instead of the 80. You pop into the portal. You land smack dab on the floor at the steps of what appears to be a temple. And 2 seconds
What
later,
kind of environment?
The environment seems to be like a jungle. There's vegetation around. It's dying. Or most of it's everything close to the temple appears to be dead.
I'm gonna
but
shoot
as
a
you
glance
look out,
at-
there's definitely you're in the middle of like some kind of forest or jungle area, and then there's just a portal facing the steps.
I'm gonna shoot a glance.
Portal or the portal I just came in.
Just the portal you just came out of.
All right, so I'm in. I look around. I take all this in hastily, since I'm hasted. Turn around and just run back through.
And I'm going to shoot a glance at Glint McElroy.
The glint.
All right, and let's see here.
I'm going to come back in and be like, guys, there's a temple and a jungle, and there's a lot of cover, a lot of place to hide. There should be a lot of resources. We can survive and figure out what we're going to do next.
So I need to do. All right, the object is still moving closer to you. It's pretty big. You thought it was big before because you got a good look at it. But now you're
Does it
starting to
look like a
realize
ship?
that this thing is pretty flipping huge.
Does
Is
it
it
look
a
like a
whale?
ship?
You can make a what kind of check would that be?
Perception? I don't know. Investigation?
Yes, investigation.
All right, that's
For
fun.
the
I'd
ship.
say
We
give
all,
me
we all, well, the two of us see it, right? Gunther and I, because
yeah, give me an
Oh, this is
investigation
what I'm in. Okay, because I'm gonna pop back out.
and a
immediately.
history
All of us? Investigation.
for everybody who's still in the Astral Sea.
Okay, I got a 19 investigation. 19
I got a
treasure,
19
1
investigation.
20, so I got a 24.
Well, how long does it take me to go in and out? Because hasted with my movement, it should take me like literally less than 3 seconds.
19 plus 2 is 21 for me.
Well, while you're in there, this is what they're doing while you're in there.
Okay.
24, and then a history, you said?
Yes.
5, 6, 8.
11 plus 2, 12, 13. Why was that hard to do?
All right. So as you're looking out, you can pretty much tell this thing is huge, and this is its native plane, and it's moving hella fast. You can't quite tell what it is, but you can make out. You're starting to be able to make out features. It's roughly 120-ish, 100 feet away from you guys. So actually, at that distance, you can tell that it's close to gargantuan, and it's pissed off.
So now at this time, I think Leon pops back in to be like, right now.
Can we live there? Can we survive in there? Is it Earth?
It's Earth-like. I'm not sure if it's earthy, but
Is it the plane of Earth?
All right, guys,
No,
come on.
it's
I'm gonna
it's a
grab
jungle.
our two
Let's
companions
go.
and
All right, I'm gonna wait for everybody else to go, and I'm hasted, so I'll just come in after. And
poop, 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 poop.
quicker. I'm gonna have a look at this thing coming towards us real quick before I go in, because I did see it before I went in, so I would know. As I'm going in, I'm gonna take a look at it. Do I have any idea?
With your, give me a history check.
All right. That is 13 plus 9, 22.
With that history check, you're able to tell that it's a dreadnought.
Oh no. And I know the astral plane, so I know what that is. Oh shit. Yeah, no, we're out of here. I pop in that portal.
There's a big thing coming for us, so as long as this isn't the elemental plane of Earth, and we can live here.
So can we do, now that we're here, can we do like a perception check here to see like what's going on in the temple, if there's any signs that we recognize?
Yeah, and I pop in, and you guys see
Ooh,
the
Starbucks.
terrified, like, all the color gone from my face.
Did you see the thing? You saw the thing.
It was the thing. It was
Yeah.
big. It was big.
It was. Do you know what the fuck that was?
Yeah, it was. I don't want to. It was. I don't want to see it again.
It seemed angry.
Those
at
are
us.
astral dreadnoughts.
What do
That
they do?
was- that-
Oh, what do they do? That's a dumb question.
They kill you very
That's
quickly.
a dumb question.
I would rather face down an ancient worm of almost any color than face one of those. No joke. No.
The worm you can talk to.
Okay, well, we seem to be safe now. So let's look around for a minute. Can it get through a portal? Can it go through portals? Does it go through portals?
It shouldn't be able to fit. It's way too big. It should be stuck
It's stuck there.
there. Yeah, it should be fine.
Sandworm and
They're
Beetlejuice
acid.
got it
Yeah.
outside.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do a
Sure,
perception
let's have a
check on this temple, the stairs
Yeah.
of this temple, and
For
the
sure.
jungle.
Oh, it's a natural. Mine was a natural 20. So
Oh, I should actually roll it.
Yeah, I was gonna look around and see if there's any glyphs or anything that might give some kind of information as to.
yeah, on the temple for sure.
I got a
27.
17 plus 9, so that's a 26.
And I'll be guiding myself close. What was the only one? 10, 19. We're doing an investigation?
Perception.
Perception? Okay.
All right. And what did you roll, Gunther?
I rolled a 17 plus 9, 26.
All right. So as you look around, and you get closer to the temple, you start to realize that this is possibly one of the hidden temples on the continent of Cholt.
Cholt?
Yes.
Now, I know that we were on a main continent, a big one on the map, you said. Is this a different landmass than that one?
Yes.
Yes, it's a peninsula on a whole other continent. So so we recognize that we're on Schultz, or at least he does.
He does.
I'm gonna
forgot,
think
what
to
did
you
just
guys.
roll?
I had a 15 or no 16.
Yeah, no.
One more.
I rolled a 20, so
He crit 20, so I
Yeah, I
just
hit
rolled
20.
17.
Yeah, so you two, I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see me. So you two guys who rolled in the 20s recognize, and you're starting to think that this is possibly Cho.
So I'm going to turn around to our party and say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Cholt.
Does anyone know anything about this area?
Oh God! Can I roll to see if I know? Because as a person, I know literally everything about Joe. I just finished running Tomb of Annihilation. As a character, I don't know what I know, but as a person, I know everything about Joe.
Don't give that info up.
Do you want me to roll? Do you want me to roll history or?
Yes. After they say that, you possibly recall some information.
17. I rolled a 3 with the guidance, but I forgot to say that I was doing guidance. But that's also plus 9, so even without the guidance, it's 26.
All right. So yes, you realize that you're standing in front of. Okay, so that's there. All right. So yes, you realize that you're standing in front of one of the temples on Cholt, and you're not sure exactly which one, because I'm not sure. Because there's probably
I'm looking around for fucking dinosaurs because I'm scared right now. Like we went from that astral dreadnought, and I'm like Cholt, dinosaurs, zombies, dinosaurs.
I'm cool with dinosaurs. I've had their dreams before. I'm looking for a vine. Are there vines in this jungle I could grab and maybe tie around this drow and throw him back in the astral plane and see if that dreadnought is gone?
If the rope gets lighter, as the body disconnects, it's still there.
I'm lawful good, but this makes totally a lot of sense.
Yes, there is.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my scimitar and I'm gonna cut like 30 feet worth of good solid vine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna approach our drow and be like, "Is this where you want to be left?"
He looks and he's like, "This is not where I'm originally from.
I think we should
I would
try
at least
to.
want to be in civilization."
Okay, I have a plan. And as I say this, I'm making a slip knot, circus style slip knot, and I'm kind of cinching it around his waist. Be like, "I have this great plan. We just need to see if that dreadnought is still there. Now, a minute here is hours, weeks over there, so it's probably long gone." And as I say that, I get so you should be fine. But, and I raise the vine up and I put it in his hands. If you need me to pull you out right away, give this a good tug. And then I push him.
There's so much pushing going on, you know. For a good team, we're doing a lot of pushing.
I mean, I
And as I said that, I was like, oh, wait, I tripped.
I would have just ran back in, but I mean, yeah, I don't mind pushing him in. That thing was. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
take
what I
that
hate
jump.
more,
Just,
that place or this place.
just, if this is the portal, if we come through this portal, if there's the mouth open right there when we come through, I just want to make sure.
All right, so as you push him back in, before he has a chance to protest,
That was the plan.
you push him in, and all of a sudden, this giant stony lobster claw flies through the portal and starts clamping around.
Oh, well, if I haven't pushed him in, I see that. I say, don't go in there. What are you thinking?
No. You already pushed him.
That was after
Okay.
we pushed.
Okay, good.
Pushed
Okay,
him
good.
in there.
Okay. So then, if I see that, I'm going to pull him right back out.
Is he
You
there?
Pull out about 25 feet of vine.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
We're gonna need a
can't get
bigger
further
boat.
in, right?
You could need a bigger boat, yeah, for sure.
Do not go in there.
Woo!
All right. So, and then there were 4. So we're gonna go check this temple out.
So,
make sure it's safe,
wait,
huh?
this claw. I'm going to pull out my scimitar because it can't see. It's just a claw, right?
Yep, it's just the claw.
Shouldn't we cut that off?
Now,
I say, you
mind you,
guys.
these portals are about 10 feet in diameter,
Oh, never mind.
and this claw is not giving it any space.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm picking up some that. Never mind.
The real question is, if I cast Dispel Magic on the portal, will it go away temporarily? I know I can't make it go away permanently. These things are way too strong for that.
You can give it a try.
Then you just cut off its arm and it'd be really upset with us. And it
Yeah,
has
what
forever to wait.
Well, if it can't reach us and it can't fit, let's just.
And hopefully it's not hungry anymore.
I think we'll let bygones be bygones. Yes, I mean it didn't catch us, right? We didn't catch any of us. I looked around the party. Godfrey. Yeah, I didn't catch any of us anyway, so let's go. I mean, to be fair, he didn't want to be a part of the party. Now he's not.
Godfrey did.
So,
I mean, should we cast something to leave here just in case, so that maybe that thing goes like, I don't want to go in there. Because I've got this spell called Hunger of Hadar, and I can cast it.
Hold the door.
Yeah, it lasts for up to a minute, and it's like a creature that starts its turn, takes 2d6 of acid, and any creature. 2d6 of cold, and any creature that ends its turn has to make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 of acid. So at least it's like, ow, ooh, ow. Maybe the thing will be like,
I think to you, my friend me, remember that time some animals were being rounded up in cruelty and we had to make a run for it, and you left some sort of secret package, some gift, some rune that was a
oh
gift.
no, I don't have that anymore. Nope. Swap that out.
Those were good old days.
Those were good old days.
That would come in handy right now, Mr.
That's what I'm thinking that this could do. It's a minute for us to concentrate. We can stay here. Hopefully it pulls away as we make our way out. It's 20 feet, so it can encapsulate the entire
portal and everything.
portal. Yeah, so.
By all means, if that's what you think would work.
Just try to deter it a little bit.
Yeah,
just
just-
it off.
Ow!
Yeah, I think if he feels pain
here's the thing:
here-
if its claw can't get through, its body's not gonna fit through. So at least maybe it'll be like, ooh, I don't want to go back in there.
Yes, but Seth, this is our only exit out of this place.
It only lasts for a minute. It's concentration up to a minute.
Yes, but this beast has forever, and time means nothing. And if he feels pain from us, he knows we're still here. So he could wait there.
All right, so be it. Let's check out this
We
temple.
just gave him a meal. He might go somewhere else.
Yeah, we need to go find someone to say what time of day it is. The last thing we want to do is be caught alive outside at night in Schultz jungles.
I got tiny hut.
I got tiny.
Oh.
It's a ritual too.
I mean, I wouldn't be too proud of that, but okay. Oh, the hut. Got you. Sorry.
Never talk to a bard about size. It's not the size, it's how you use it.
It's absolutely true.
Some may call me a liar.
I see what you're pointing to. You're physically pointing to the liar in your picture. That's clever. It's a visual pun and an audio. I see.
It's my first time playing a bard. But yes, so I think if we do choose to stay here, I definitely have a spell that at least can protect us for this long rest that we might necessarily need to take.
So maybe we can use your tiny hut and tuck in these trees somewhere instead of possibly confronting something in that temple?
Yes.
Or
I mean,
we could just go in. It's getting dark.
2 high wisdom characters to roll perception.
What is that? Me? That's me, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So
12.
I know my wisdom isn't that high,
15.
but my passive perception is still 15 because I'm proficient
Yeah.
in perception.
Yeah, my passive wisdom is
Just
17.
pointing that out in case that matters.
I rolled a 15 and I have a +9, so it's a 24. I'm also looking for the Quetzalcoatlus. How do we look that up in D&D?
I rolled a 15. Sorry, I got a 15.
Oh no, you're fine. Well, 2 of you don't see diddly squat.
But the 24?
But the 24, as you're kind of glancing around, you see an alien-like shape perched on top of the temple. It's not moving. It's not doing anything. It's just sitting there. It is gray in color, and it has almost like a cage for a face with red eyes poking out.
I see a... What did you say it looked like?
Like an alien in shape. It has, you can't really see the lower half. It looks like it's sitting on his haunches. Extremely long arms, almost down to the ground from the top of the temple. Thin, sinewy like, gray skin.
So is it like a normal alien body with long arms, or is it a giant with long arms?
It's kind of like a giant alien with long arms.
Like a South Park gray.
Yeah.
But I don't see that though. Do you tell us that?
I'm gonna telepathically just kind of like,
Holy shit! Look at that.
in case its vision is based on movement, nobody move and look to the top of the temple.
I will direct my attention there slowly.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Definitely looking. And I give myself
That's-
guidance.
15 plus. So 24.
God, the dice are not with me today. I got a 14.
All right. So the 14, as you look up, you see a shimmery effect on top, almost like heat rising from the temple. You can kind of make out the shape, but not quite. And 24, as you begin to focus, you actually see the full shape. You can't make out the colors, but you definitely see the red eyes.
He's coming right for us, and then I shoot it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
So I'm going to think to you guys again, and I'm going to go ahead and give Leon, spend 6 seconds to give Leon the ability to talk to me telepathically. Gentlemen, do you all see what I'm seeing?
I don't see shit.
I do see it up there. I see these red eyes staring down at us.
Yes, there's the eyes, there's the shimmer.
Would say you.
I wouldn't recognize this as an animal, right? Or would I recognize this as an animal?
Nope, not an animal.
Or an elemental, perchance? Because I have elemental experience.
He said it's an alien.
He did say it was.
I think we should return maybe into the jungle for a bit, out of its gaze.
Does it start to move if we start to walk away?
I'm going to ask Draco if he knows anything about it. Draco, Master Draco the Divine, are you aware of that creature, the large creature that's at the top of this temple? Do you know anything about such a creature?
He kind of glances up, takes a second, and he says, he doesn't know anything of this creature, but he does notice that it's not fully on this plane.
So this could be the shadow. I'm going to think to my cohorts, Draco seems to think this apparition is the shadow of a creature on another plane. It's not fully here yet. And
Only another plane, you say?
there was that really big thing out in the astral plane. Wonder if it's trying to make its way here. Do you fellows think a flyby might help us? Derive a place to stay, or at least what this is?
Perhaps. But I'm a bit worried about our visitor up there.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. If I can fly close enough to get a better look, but get out of there before it can get near me. Maybe we can get a better idea of what it is and is capable of, or at least a better place to.
How far away are we from it? Oh, it just says I have to be able to see it. Can I cast Detect Thoughts?
You cast Detect Thoughts, and it grasps onto nothing.
It has no thoughts, guys.
You know what? I'll go ahead and
Just
cast.
like my ex.
Let's go ahead and cast it.
Man, you really are like Benny in a lot of ways. I guarantee they won't get through their first episode without a my ex joke.
I'll go ahead and cast Detect Magic on myself. And as a bonus action, I'm going to turn into a Quetzalcoatlus. So when I do that, I grab my pan flute I blow a little note in it, and you see my Karai spirit grow out from me, and it's squiggly green lines, and it becomes the giant wings, the 30-foot wingspan. Is it 30 foot or 60 feet?
So we're trying to be incognito.
I'm trying to get a safe perspective of what this thing is.
Yeah,
So
I guess, yeah.
It's 30 foot each wing, so I guess it's 60 foot wingspan. But yeah. And I'm going to think, does anybody want to ride
Wait, you turned into a what?
Quetzalcoatlus?
It's a giant flying, like, dinosaur type thing.
Oh, I was thinking of the wrong one. I was thinking of the what are they called? The little guys.
I don't know. I went big.
Okay. I was thinking of the little snakes with the rainbow wings. The Quetzalcoatlus.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What do they call them?
Those don't have an 80-foot fly speed or a flyby, so I can get really
They
close.
definitely don't.
Yeah, I can get really close and get out of there before it can hurt me. And not provoke attackers of opportunity. Which is very meta, but yeah, I turn into a Quetzalcoatlus, which is a giant pterodactyl, but it's kind of got like 4 legs, and the 2 front legs are also wings. It looks like a giraffe if the 2 front legs were also like folded wings, and then its head turned into a really long beak.
Like that. There you go. You see it on the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at right now. So I think to both of you, does anyone want to go check this thing out with me?
You know, I'll never turn down a ride, Gunther.
How high up on the building is it?
It's at the top of the temple.
So about
Like,
100,
how many feet away would that
120
be?
feet.
Is this an animal handling role? Just
It is if I
I'm a little worried about you guys getting close to this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna chill right here. I'm gonna pull out my wand, and I'm going to hold a wall of force in a sphere. Like I'm gonna cast wall of force, but I'm gonna hold the release until you guys get close. I'm gonna release it in a sphere, and the range is 120 feet. So I'm gonna put it around whatever that thing is.
You seem to be like someone into edging. You hold that release.
Got it.
Hold it!
what color is that ball turning? Is it blue yet?
All my balls are blue. Thank you.
He's got a newborn.
That's right. You still got stuff. Okay, so that's great. So I'm gonna tally ho.
So I'm going to go on a little flight and stay within, you said we're 120 feet. It's 120 feet up. So I'm going to stay within 80 feet of it.
I'm singing the never-ending story theme. Story.
I'll take the mind sliver damage that you just rolled for the listening. I'm just kidding. I just looked over and saw it pop up.
You got to do the throw. He literally takes
Yeah, it's like it's like it's broken. It's all like it's like one of those like twisting McDonald's toys. This is like I could only do that. Yeah, totally. Okay, so we're flying.
So I want to get perception checks on what this thing is. If it sees me now, if it's trying to attack me, I want to see the layout of the land. Maybe
Wall
do
of
a
force also goes into the ethereal plane. So that's what gave me the ideas, because he said it seems like it's not completely in this plane.
Okay, I'm only looking at the alien. I'm not necessarily observing the rest. I'm only concerned about this alien. I want to know what it can tell me.
All right. So I need 2 perception checks. Well, perception. Yeah, 2 perception.
4, 7,
That's
8, 9,
20!
13.
Plus 9.
Modified 13. Wow. That was like my worst roll. It was a 4.
All right.
I can see
so-
through this thing into the temple.
All right. So
I also
with
see dinner.
with the 13, as you were flying up, you noticed that it looks more like it has a harder skin, almost shell type. As you start the crest, you can see it looks more, has a beetle-like appearance. Uh, Antenna. Uh, Not only does it has these 2 large arms, it has 2 smaller arms that are tucked in just above the legs. It's bipedal. Uh, and with your nat 20, you can see pretty much the lay of the land. The temple is kind of centered. Behind the temple is a waterfall coming down the cliff. Uh, Long map.
So, do I see a safe place for us to take a rest for a little bit? Or do I see any movement, any activity, any cultists?
No, you don't really see much around. It's mostly woods. Or you mostly see forests. You see the waterfall. You see a river coming from the waterfall. Then you see what appears to be an opening in the top of the temple, but it doesn't appear to be accessible because of the way that this monstrosity is set.
Does this monstrosity, is he clocking me? Is he like paying attention to me as I'm flying around? Or is he like...
How close are you?
I said I'm going to get up to like within 80 feet above him just to like keep within range of ducking out of there.
Nope, not really paying you any attention. It's just sitting there.
What if maybe we should scoop up Leon and our
Didn't
halfling
those...
buddy.
I'm going to think to, I guess you, since you're the only one in close range, Miromax. Didn't those cultists say they were trying to awaken a god or bring a god into the material plane?
Yes. That's what cultists usually try and do.
What do you think we're looking at?
Could be a temple of worship.
I meant the god on the temple.
Oh, it could be a god on the temple. I think we should gather up and we should, try and come up with the game plan, but definitely maybe try and stay away from this thing for right now. Maybe head towards like that river and waterfall and take shelter for the day and catch a plan.
I like that idea, but before I do that, do I see a safe place to land within 60 feet of this creature? Do I see a safe place to land within 60 feet of this creature?
Yes, basically where you guys were sitting at.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and land back where we were. And he can explain everything to... I'm going to let Miromax... I'm going to land, slope down my wing so Mr. Miromax can slide down.
Like Flintstone style. Yabba dabba doo.
More like an emergency landing, the stairwell.
Sure.
And I'm gonna walk over to the base of the stairs, and I'm gonna start doing this visual thing for a minute.
I'm conveying to Leon what we saw. Think it's a god. It's a thingy. There's some waterfalls and a river over there.
Okay, so we need to go in and stop this shit, right? Whatever's going on in here, they're trying to bring this thing through. We need to stop it.
Yeah, possibly.
All right. This is where we're going to pick up at.
Wait, but let me just get this one spell
ahead.
out. Can I get this one spell out?
Yeah.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw? A wisdom saving throw?
Can it?
Yes.
I mean, you don't know that.
Well, I'm going to cast a spell on it. So for a minute, you see me doing this visual thing. Or is it verbal or visual? Verbal, huh?
Verbal.
Somatic is with.
You're
It's
right.
hand
Okay,
gesture.
okay, so I'm doing this verbal like chant, and I'm communing with Garara, my chorus spirit, and it's kind of a chant, kind of in druidic. And after a minute, I'm gonna cast Geas, Geas,
Gaius?
Geas.
I never knew. You're gonna give it a quest?
No. You place a magical command on the creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once each day. You can end the spell Urzi with an action to dismiss it, or remove a curse or greater restoration, or wish spell ends it. And the duration is 30 days.
Yeah, it's usually cast to give something a specific task.
I'm going to cast it to protect us.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. The meat was still frozen.
That is interesting. I like that.
So I'm going to cast
the quest.
protect us on this thing. Take your time though. But that could be me casting that and you deciding how that's going to work. Could be where we leave off either as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no.
I'm still holding that wall of force for if this thing makes any moves too.
So you get those. You get that ball blue.
Wait, will it fit in a 20-foot sphere?
No.
That's way too big, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, I wouldn't have done that because I know it wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
I mean, it's far enough away, so.
Okay. So Byron, if you want to put a pin in it at me casting that spell, or after, we can pick up on that next time.
Yep, we'll pick up on it next time.
Awesome. Good game.
Okay. Sure. We did it! Yay!
Sorry for the rough opening and rough equipment swap out.
It's all right. It sounds like all of us sound way better now. I love it.
Now we've gotten the kinks. Yeah. Evil seems to know it much better. Yeah.
We cleared the path for the evil guys.
Yeah, we did. Fantastic.
All right.
All right.
So I'll see you
I got my
guys
notes in my magic book.
in a couple weeks, and then we'll get started on this leg.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right,
you,
talk to
Byron.
you guys. Thanks, Byron. Good game.
Have a good night.
Stay magical.
Thank you.